What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new episode coming right at you. No sponsors this week. Happy Independence Day. I'm running late. I'm sorry about that. So, we have adult performer Jessie Lee returning to the show this week. Super fun episode. Sit back, relax, pop a cold one, fire off some fireworks, keep your fingers. Enjoy your fucking holiday. Enjoy the show. There we go. Well, just syncing the cameras to the audio and all that fun shit. Jesse, what's going on? Welcome back. Hey, look at that. The other chair's empty. How did that happen?
I fucking dumped that asshole.
What's going on with you? What's new?
A lot. Yeah.
Well, where to begin?
I closed my hair salon.
I know.
I just couldn't do it anymore. I can't do this.
I think my listeners are painfully aware that you closed your salon as how shaggy I am at the moment.
Oh my God, you're so shaggy. This is the longest I've ever seen your hair, ever. As long as you've ever gone without seeing me for your haircut.
For the video audience, there's some length to this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like 3 times the length of what it was.
Hey, look, I can still grow hair. Yay!
Woo! Party.
I'm a Jewish man in his late 30s and I still have hair. I'm fucking winning.
Yes. So in February, I got signed to OC Modeling.
Boom.
And since then, I've been working quite a bit. Yeah.
Nice. Happy to be back in the saddle, as it were.
Yeah, back on someone else's saddle. Yeah. But
So you just been making them pornos?
Yeah, I got done filming Brad Armstrong's newest movie for Love Lost or Lost Love, and I play a ghost who dies in a car accident, and I have sex with Jessica Drake on the car that I died in. So that was fun. Other than I'm being 58 degrees out at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, and us having sex on the hood of a car, which meant it was freezing and it was fucking really cold. So I told Jessica, I was like, listen, we have to get as close to each other as possible. And it worked, except when we had to do different positions and it made me take my pants off. I was like, fuck. So
It's like, can we just do this sex with the pants on?
well, I tried doing it with my pants on and my boots on, and then they're like, oh, you guys have the scissors. Like, oh, they're like, but you have to take your pants off the scissors. Like, no, I don't. I could totally keep them on. Like, no, you have to take them off the scissors. Like, fuck. So we tried scissoring and it wasn't happening. So we're on a hood of a car. So we're sliding off it. So it was a weird incline to it. And I was like, this is fun. So, but we made it work.
Made it work. You made it work for the pornos.
Yes.
Suffering for your art.
Yes.
Besides pornos and all that fun shit, what else have you been doing? You're just making pornos? Is that all you're doing these days?
I mean, I still do hair. I just don't take on new clients or anything like that. So I still do hair. I still do the porno. I still do my OnlyFans. I'm literally busy every day of my life. So.
Yeah, really busy, not getting up on time. We were just talking about this off air, dragging my ass out of bed.
I mean, I don't know. I like to drink lots of coffee, so that kind of affects my sleeping. So I'll drink coffee and be like, oh, it's 6 o'clock. It's fine. And then I won't be able to fall asleep till 2. I was like, fuck, I did it again. And I'm drinking coffee right now. But I did half decaf, half regular. So.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because I don't want to be up till 3 a.m.
Just drink a smaller cup of coffee.
Fuck that.
I would rather just drink less coffee than drink decaf.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No. See, you should just... What I would do is, I would be like, okay, I'm going to do iced coffee and just cut it with water. Do some cold brew, cut it with water.
But then it's watered down coffee.
So's decaf.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
In my brain.
Sure.
In my brain. It's just oh, well, this is just black water. That's all decaf is.
Sure.
What do I know about coffee? Shit.
So, are you awake? So I was supposed to come here at 8 o'clock, and Matt's like, "Hey, can you come over at 7:15 instead?"
No, I
was
said
like,
8:15.
Oh, sorry, 8:15. See, I'm fucking tired too. Like, fuck, I don't know times. But yeah, because he was sleeping at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Oh, so Matt may have made some questionable decisions last night.
I mean, that's normal for you.
Yeah. But I mean, I made the questionable decision sober.
Really? No, I want to know what happened. What happened?
Oh, I'm not getting to it. Booty call at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And, went over there. Didn't immediately get to business because she wanted to show me the art she's working on and the music she just recorded.
That's not a booty call.
I know.
That's the worst.
Finally, at like 3:45-ish, we get around to it.
No, but then you can't even perform at your best either at that time.
Oh, I was a lazy lay. I was a super lazy lay. I was trying to initiate and get going. She's like, no, I gotta show you this.
See, what I appreciate when guys have me come over for a booty call, but then they like get straight to business and they don't just like fuck around. It's like, listen, I have shit to do, motherfucker. Put your penis inside me or fucking leave.
Right? I was trying, and the reason I even went to her place is because if she was going to try to come here, it would have taken forever for her to get here. Like, she just is constantly late. All the fucking time.
So she's like most girls in LA.
No. Exceptionally late.
Okay. So she's definitely like people in LA.
I actually lost self-respect for myself last night and lost my shit before the booty call last night. Because it took her 20 minutes to get me in the fucking door.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so you went to her door and then it took her 20 minutes to like get to you at the door?
Yeah, well, on and off, because I got there at like 12:54. And I'm like, hey, I'm parked. I'm downstairs. Okay, coming. 5 minutes goes by. Like, yo, I'm downstairs. Okay, I'm on my way. 5 more minutes comes. I'm like, fuck this. It's after 1 a.m. I left.
What?
Because I'm fucking angry at this point. I've had a long fucking day. I'm just trying to, bust a nut. And it's like, you can't even come and fucking open the door?
I need you to come to the door so I can come on you.
Exactly. And I leave. She's like, I'm outside now. I'll, come back. I'm like, okay. I come back. She's not outside. And I'm like, yo, I'm downstairs. 10 more minutes go by and I leave again. I'm like, fuck this. I'm out. Have some self-respect, Matt.
Okay. So my question is, was the sex good?
Meh.
Why would you wait for like sex?
I mean, previously it's been a good time, but it's also like this was a low. This was a low for me.
So you know what doesn't take forever? Using your hand.
Oh, I know.
Or using a fleshlight.
I know.
I just use my fucking vibrators and dildos on myself.
Well, it was literally like one of those things of like, I was like, I've already driven to the valley. I'm already fucking here. And I left a second time. And she's like, I really am outside. Just come back. Like, fine. I turn around and I told her off. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, this is so fucking disrespectful. Who the fuck makes someone wait outside 20 minutes? What the fuck? Well, just bullshit responses. But like, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight.
Like I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did at that point. I'm like, I kind of want to fight. In one part of my brain, I'm like, I kind of want to fight. The other part is like, you are not my significant other in any way, shape, or form. We just have sex occasionally. I shouldn't be so upset about this. But it's also, you dragged me out to your place at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, and you left me standing outside with 2 bottles of wine. Like, who the fuck does that?
You brought her wine too? What?
Well, I brought me wine.
I mean, but you brought the other bottle for her, so you brought her wine too.
No, I brought me wine.
Okay, but you brought wine, so you're not drinking her alcohol.
She didn't have any. She actually hit me up on the way, like, can you bring bottles?
So you're bringing wine over to her place.
Yeah.
Okay. There.
I mean, it's mostly for me. Yes, she can have some. And then we get upstairs, and it's just like, okay, I try to initiate. She's like, oh, no, let me show you the stuff.
Matt, you need to stop this.
Oh, no.
Just stop. No more with this girl.
Last night was it. Like, seriously, shortly after orgasm, I was sitting in her shower, just like, I have no self-respect, apparently. This is just a new low for me.
So with me, like, if I like meet a guy and like he like there's even like a little bit of thing that stresses me out whatsoever, I'll just fucking stop talking to him. And especially like sex, like, I'm not like a young dumb girl. Like, I'm like my time is very valuable. So like if someone's like not worth my time, I don't want to give them my time. So you need to stop giving this girl your time. So no more.
I agree. Well, and previously, I spent some time with this girl before the first of the year, and I cut it off back in November because of bullshit like this. Like, she just could not be on time to anything. Then she came back around, and literally,
I just want to let you know, people never change.
Oh, I know, no, and I was okay with her never changing because I literally was like, the only plans I would make is her to come over here, and I would only do it on nights I was already staying in.
Oh.
So it's like, if she shows, she shows. If she doesn't, whatever. I was staying in anyways.
Okay. So you made the mistake on going over there.
Yeah, I made the mistake. She's like, I just got a new place. Come up to the valley. I'm like, well, she can't be hours late if I come to her place.
I mean, but she can.
But apparently she can. But apparently she can just horribly have no sense of time. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, how is this person always hours late? And then I was hanging out with her for a couple hours last night. It's like, oh, because she's just all over the fucking place. It's like,
yeah,
could not just, shiny. And it was just like, oh my God, what? Like,
I had an experience with a valley girl that kind of did that to me on Monday. So I'm not going to say her name, and I'm going to say what I was at her place for. But she finally just messaged me today like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like,
what happened? Well, tell the story. You don't have to sit and name names, but what happened? I don't
know if she listens to us, but
hey, the guilty do not need to be fucking spared if she did some dumb shit.
So she wanted me to do her hair. So we were both at a party the night previously, and I told her, I was like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow, I'll do your hair. So I knew where she lived, but I didn't know her apartment building, and I know the code to get into her apartment because I know people who live there. So parked in guest parking. I was like, hey, I'm here, what's up? Called her phone was off, and I was like, oh, she must be falling asleep, she must be hungover or something. I'm waiting, keep messaging her on Twitter, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna go back to Hollywood. It's been a half hour, and literally just like seeing her post on Twitter about like, I wish I had friends to hang out with, this and that, and like, I wonder. But yeah, so I can't be too mad at her because she's also young.
No, you can be. That is so fucking disrespectful. Like, it's one thing.
But I'm not gonna do her hair.
I agree. That is so fucking disrespectful. Like
literally, she fucking messaged me today, and she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, you seriously, you messaged me now? It's been days. Like, really? Like, I know you've been on fucking Twitter because I've seen your fucking Twitter. I'm like, really? So I'm like, yeah. This is why I get credit cards for all of my appointments, and I didn't for her. So she said she was gonna cash at me for gas to get to the valley. I was like, no, don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm fine.
Gas, cool. How about my fucking time?
Yeah, seriously. I'm like going to fucking Woodland Hills is like a half-hour drive there. So I literally wasted an hour and a half of my time on this girl. I was like,
I got no fucking sympathy for that shit. Like,
me neither.
Last night was a moment of weakness. It was literally like, I'm here. I'd like to get my dick wet. I'm already here. I already drove up to the valley. I do not want to turn around. I mean, I did twice. Like, I made it to the 405 and then went back. Like, it was so fucking weak of me.
Oh man.
It was just like fucking weak.
Was the pussy good beforehand?
I mean, previously it's been a lot of fun.
Okay, all right. So now I get it. You're like, oh, it might be fun again. But this time it was like a disappointment along with her being late. Maybe she does she do drugs? Could that be why? So I feel like this is a drug thing.
Maybe. I mean, I did not sit down with her and be like, so what pharmaceuticals are you putting in your body?
I mean, I can always tell when someone's on drugs. I'm like, yeah, they're on drugs. This makes sense. It's the way they act.
See, I don't know if it's drugs or just her, because she's been like this as long as I've known her.
Okay.
She has literally never been on time to anything I've ever hung out with her on. Not once.
So it's expected.
If it's a drug problem, it's habitual.
So it's mostly expected.
Yeah, hence why I don't make any plans with her except come over here to bang and watch movies.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
want that.
That's all I have time for in my life is someone who wants to come over, watch a movie, bang it out, maybe cuddle a little bit and go about their day.
I don't even have one of those.
Well, I would say slide into those DMs, guys, but then it would just be like a sea of penises just coming at you.
No, my DMs are closed. Only for friends.
So don't slide into those DMs. Don't @mention. Jessie will find herself, her movie booty call. She doesn't need your help.
I think I just have so much sex on camera that I'm like, meh. I think it's always because it's like, I perform better when there's a camera on me, like blowjobs. Like I give great fucking blowjobs, but like I give better blowjobs when like a camera's on me because I'm like acting for the camera because I'm an exhibitionist, and I feel like sex is always better too when there's a camera. So if I'm having really good sex, I get like, and there's no camera, I'm like, oh man, I wasn't able to film that. Fuck.
Does it help if you like set up a camera and like just don't actually hit record if you're with a dude who's not a performer?
I mean, I've been with guys who aren't performers. Like I was Gian Paul. He's Romeo Mancini's friend. Him and I did some. He like rented out a Motel 6, and we just had like set up like 3 cameras and fucking like had them rolling, and we had sex, and it was like just normal sex, but a camera was there. So I perform very well. That's what I like though. I like very like amateur, sex with camera.
Did anything happen to that footage, or is it just like, oh, we're clearing the SD cards right after we're done?
Oh, I put everything on my OnlyFans.
Oh, okay, so you were putting it to work.
I'm going to put it on my OnlyFans. I'm going to put it on my Pornhub. I'm going to put it on my ManyVids. I'm going to put it fucking everywhere.
All the hustles.
I mean, I get to share with everyone, It's really hot, so.
You're like, I've been out of this for a minute. I got making up to do.
Yeah, the last time I was here, I was on my hiatus from porn, and now I'm back and
it'd been
stronger than ever.
It'd been a couple of years you were on hiatus, right?
Yeah, it was 4 years.
That is some people's careers. That is like someone's whole career come and gone while you were on hiatus.
That's true though, and like it's funny though, because like I see people like because I've been around the industry for the past like 12 years. So it's like I know like the people that get really big and then they just like disappear, and then I know the people who do things like steady, like me. Like I get a big name, but like I didn't like become a superstar. I mean, I'm a superstar in the alt porn community, but yeah, like I see these girls nowadays that they're just like their fucking behavior that they're like displaying. I'm like, what are you doing? Like it's like they care more about money than about like getting a good name,
Well, I kind of understand that. On one hand, the industry is very fickle, very fleeting. So, yeah, they're trying to get that money, trying to make that hustle. I get it.
Yeah, but the thing is also, like, if you just care about the money and you're not willing to, like, I get it. Like, don't do a fucking, like, gangbang for fucking $500. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, like, try to, like, get in every project. Like, when, like, being an extra. Like, an extra is the best thing ever because then you get your face, like, seen in, like, all these different companies and movies so people see you, and they
and you meet people on set and who books you? Oh, cool directors.
Exactly. And like if directors keep seeing you and you're just an extra, like they'll be like, oh, I really like her. I should book her. But yeah, like some girls are just like they care too much about the money, and like I get it, like money's great, but it's like it's better to have longevity than anything.
A lot of people in this industry don't have a plan for next week, let alone next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like plan the porn then. Plan with porn.
Yeah, but
I was different though, because I got in the industry and then I was still stripping and stuff like that. But then I stopped doing porn to do hair, but I still do hair. So I was one of the smart ones that did something else,
Well, yeah. I know. I mean, I've had past clients who were making deep into six figures back when you really could do that fairly easily. And it's like, hey, what's your plan when this dries up? And they looked at me like I had fucking two heads, and one of them was talking to them. Like, what? What do you mean when this ends? Like, you have a limited shelf life in this biz.
It's true though. And if you're just going through and you're in it's different because I was in the tattoo girl niche, but I was never a MILF and I was never a teen girl. So I can play any role. I can. I do. But yeah, a lot of these girls they'll just play the young girl, and then once they get older, what are they going from young girl straight to MILF?
A lot of times, yeah. I mean, once they get their boobs done, it's like boom, MILF.
Okay, sure, right.
And that's the thing. I've known you forever, and I didn't know until last year that you had your boobs done.
Yeah, my boobs are great.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just thought they were homegrown.
I mean, they're mostly real. They're mostly real. I mean, they're mine. I did pay for them.
Oh yeah, they're real. They're real expensive, as the old joke goes.
I love saying that line.
I still had no clue. I've known you for years. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Stormy Daniels tells me I have the best boobs in porn. Thanks, Stormy. I'm actually going to see her in a couple weeks.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Stormy in a year or so.
Yeah, I'm going out to Vegas when she performs out there. Her tour manager, Dwayne, invited me to hang out with them for the weekend. I was like, oh, cool.
Very cool.
So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see her feature because I love watching Stormy. Stormy fucking cracks me up. The way she just responds to people and the way she just talks to people is the best. She's so funny. She gives no fucks. She's my favorite.
She is honestly the last person that Trump should have fucked with.
100%.
There are a million girls in the industry I could think of that would have laid down and just let the political backlash happen and not gotten the reaction from Stormy gave him. Stormy is probably the last person. It's oh, you're about to pull some shit? All right. It's on.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, wrong person. Absolutely the wrong person to fuck with.
100%.
Yeah, she takes no shit. What super bums me out, I've talked about this on air before, was I worked for her right before the story, the big story broke. Mm. And I was on set with her. I'm like, oh, you should come do the show. It'll be fun. Blah, blah, blah. David Lord was telling her to come do the show. She's like, yeah, that'd be cool. I've known Stormy forever.
I love David Lord, by the way.
Me too.
I owe him a coffee.
He was drinking O'Doul's when he did the show.
I was filming for the Wicked film this past week, a couple days ago. What was it? Tuesday. And I left to go get everyone some coffee, and Jenna Valentine, I asked her what everyone wanted because we were in the makeup room. So I got Riley Nixon's order, I got Jenna Valentine's order, I got Jessica Drake's order, I got my order, and I didn't ask any of the guys what they wanted. But I got a donut for Barrett Blade, and I went out and got it. I came back and David Lord's like, oh, you got coffee? I was like, yeah. He's like, you didn't ask me what I wanted. I was like, I'm sorry, you were busy filming. Because whatever. And he started getting mad at me, but I didn't know if he was for real mad at me or if he was just joking around. I felt really bad. And I'm like, fuck. So at the end of the day, he was still pissed at me, and I'm like, I love you, David. I kept going up trying to hug him. So yeah, I owe him a coffee.
I think you owe him a coffee and a blowjob.
I mean, I told Jenna, I was like, hey, I wanna, when's the next time David's filming? So I want to bring him coffee. She's like, no, I give him coffee every day. She's like, it's fine. I was like, sorry. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Nothing would say I'm sorry to David like giving him a BJ. Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably, but I don't know if I feel like he's just like a big brother, so it would like feel weird.
Just pretend it's for a scene. I mean, he could hold a camera and...
That's true. That's really true.
You're a professional. You're an actress. Be like, okay, that's for a scene.
And plus, I do incest stuff anyway. You know, it's like Brooklyn Gray. She calls me her mom. I call her my daughter. And we have sex. We make out. And we fuck each other. You know, fun stuff. You know, normal stuff. What moms and daughters do.
Well, in other parts of the country. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't want to get political. I was just about to, like, do some South bashing. But let's not do that. You know, there's people that listen to the show in the South. And I don't want to talk shit about where you live because your politicians suck. And this isn't a political show.
Oh, did you hear about how Disney and Marvel are making you know, like they film a lot of stuff in Georgia. You know how they're just completely like not going to film there whatsoever? I think it's like 702,000 jobs depend on like movies being filmed there. So all these like big companies are like pulling out. They're like pulling out. Poor shit.
You beat me to that joke. God damn it.
I like said it. I didn't realize that I like made a pun. I was like, oh, I made a pun. I gotta recognize that I made that. But yeah, they're taking all the the industry jobs out of movie industry jobs out of Georgia. It's crazy.
And I've seen from some of my friends, we should boycott any production that still happens in Georgia. I'm like, I would be down for that, except Archer is made in Georgia.
Yeah, my friend Benny, he's a colorist. Like he does movies and stuff. Like he did Godzilla, he did Venom, he did like all the big ones. He did the new one of the new Margot Robbie movies that's coming out. Like he did I think he did, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the ones, but he like always gets flown to Atlanta to movies. So now I guess he's never going back to Atlanta. That's cool though. That's my client. I depend on him for coming to me every month to get his hair colored and cut, you know.
Yeah.
And he'll never leave me.
Yeah, I know you rely on me for that too, and I haven't come in a while.
Fucking Matt.
I don't know. I think I mean the color of the beard at this point too.
Yeah, I think we need to like do a full thing.
A full thing?
A full thing.
Just like, I wish to take your money.
Well, I want to make you look great too, so I'm to hide in a fucking hat.
I love this hat. I just got this hat. I love this hat.
Is that after that
It's a nihilist Arby's hat.
Yes, that's what it is. I follow them on Twitter. It's funny.
So do apparently a lot of fucking people. And what I discovered is fucking ridiculous.
How many followers do they have?
Like 300,000.
Fuck.
So you know who does nihilist Arby's, right?
No.
Brendan Kelly, the lead singer of Lawrence Arms.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so great.
Do you know how many followers the Lawrence Arms has?
5,000.
13,000.
Oh.
It's like not even 10% of nihilist Arby's. What the fuck? Lawrence Arms is a great band, by the way. Listen to them. Represent Chicago.
And Nihilist Arby's has 379,000 followers. So not following anyone. See, what they should do, they should follow the Lawrence Arms. They should follow the band. So that way, you know.
Well, it was a secret for a number of years that Brendan was the one running it.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. You can't spend it after you die. Just buy the shit already. There's your hat, but it's in white.
Yeah, I got the black one.
Game of Thrones production time. Everything sucks and all of us die. All the promises you've been ever told are lies. There's no God. No one loves you. The show will air tonight, but really, who cares? Eat Arby's.
I love that account.
So good.
It's so good.
I love them.
Like, I was happy to spend $14 on this hat. Like, I am going to rock this hat until it disintegrates. You're going to cut my hair and I'm still going to rock this hat.
Between Game of Thrones and Mother's Day, this is quite a reminder about how everyone you love dies. Eat Arby's. So good.
So did you hear that, like, actual Arby's showed up at Brendan Kelly's work with sandwiches and a puppy?
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're like, they're not going to set up a cease and desist. They're like, we want to show you not everything's bad. Here's some sandwiches and a puppy.
But, you know, I mean, He doesn't say don't eat Arby's. He says eat Arby's after
Well, yeah, but
single day.
oh, hey, do heroin in the parking lot, eat Arby's. Like, that's not exactly on brand for the real Arby's.
Go ahead and tell your spouse you got syphilis for our booths. If you think they're stupid enough to buy it, Arby's don't judge. Arby's don't care. Eat Arby's. Yes.
But that was an amazing response from the real Arby's to like show up in Chicago, be like, here, have some sandwiches, and here's a puppy. Like, that's so good.
But was that their cease and desist letter?
No, they didn't give them a cease and desist. They just they did the right thing. They made headlines by being like, hey, nihilist Arby's, here's a puppy. Not everything's bad.
That's pretty amazing.
Like, whoever made that decision at corporate, instead of being like, we need to send them a cease and desist, they gotta stop this. We're going to show up at Brendan Kelly's office with a puppy and sandwiches.
I feel like Arby's actually has like a pretty like lighthearted, like a really funny lighthearted marketing team, because even their commercials are fucking hilarious. Their commercials are hilarious. So it makes sense that, like, you know.
Their Twitter still isn't as good as Wendy's.
Don't they like, doesn't Wendy's like troll people?
Wendy's roasts motherfuckers.
So good.
It's insane how good.
In the membrane.
What, are we going back to 94?
Yeah. Back to when I was 11.
Oh my God. We're old.
So what age are you middle-aged or late aged? Like, you know, like your early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I had my midlife crisis at 21, so.
Like, I'm turning 36 in September, so am I going to still be mid 30s, or will I be late 30s?
You're still mid. You're still mid. It's 37 when you're late.
So 30. So I have another year to go. So I'm my late 30s. I kind of like getting older, because it's kind of like an ego boost for me, because people are like, how old are you? I was like, yes. And like, I don't know, like 25. I'm going to be 36 soon. So, you know, it's fun.
Well, and young dick just keeps throwing itself at you, doesn't it?
I love it. I love it.
What's the biggest age gap you've hooked up with? Like off camera?
Made out with or like had sex with? Because I don't know. I haven't had sex with somebody who's too much younger than me, but I've had sex with people who are older than me.
Well, I'm trying to think of, like, you know, you being the older woman.
I mean, I've been with guys who are 8 years younger than me.
That's significant.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't really seem like that much, though, 'cause, you know, that just means that they're like 28.
Well, yeah. Now, it's crazy when you think about it. Like, back in high school, the idea of, like, being a senior and dating a freshman was a big deal. And now it's like, oh, if I fucked someone 10 years younger than me, it would be like, whatever.
I like having sex with guys in their 50s. Yeah.
Do you like them gray pubes?
I just like the experience and how older men that are bachelors, I guess. Bachelors, as you say. They know how to like have sex. They know how to like have sex with women, like treat them like women. They know how to like make a woman feel like a woman, you know? Make me feel sexy. So the younger guys are just really eager. So I don't really have sex with many younger guys.
Makes sense. Yeah, younger guys are just like full of hormones and they just want to fuck. I just want to ram it in. I just want to come on. Ram it in.
See, with me, like, okay, if a guy kisses like that, then I know that's how he has sex. So I'm like, I'm good. So I can always tell if I'm going to have sex with someone if the way they kiss me. So if they kiss me like, I don't know, if they're really good at kissing me, I'm like, yeah. Like, I was like, recently, this guy, he like messaged me on Instagram. I was like, all right, we'll see. So I like hung out with him. He like has a nice car, a nice house, and he's 30. But he like kisses like he's like his, like the first girl he kisses in high school or something, you know? Like he was like a virgin to like, you know, like he kisses like a virgin until college and then finally kisses a girl and like feels her boobs, like, oh my God. Like the kissing was really weird.
Was he nervous or?
I don't know. Like that's kind of what I thought. But then we hung out for like a couple days and like, so we're making out and then like, so he's like licking he's like, we're like making out really hardcore. Cause I'm like, listen, I don't have sex with guys on the first date ever. Second day, yes, 100%, but not the first date. I'm not that type of girl.
I feel like this is like a rom-com where it's like, so I'm still here in the morning. We're going out to breakfast. This is the second date, right?
So yeah, so it's like nighttime, and like we're kissing and stuff like that, and then he like licks my ear, and then he sticks his tongue in my ear like a wet willy. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I was like, don't do that. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, don't stick your tongue in my ear. That's not sexy at all.
What, are you trying to taste my brain? What are you doing, dude?
He just wasn't a good kisser. And like we had sex, but like, you know, because he was new, we had to like use a condom, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I hate condoms so much. But yeah, like I like told him to go get tested. I was like, listen, I want to taste your cum, so you need to get tested because I'm a cum slut. I have it tattooed on the back of my thighs. You know, I'm a cum slut. I love cum. So if I can't give you a blowjob and fucking taste your cum, I don't want anything to do with you. You know, like, why would I want you? You know, 'cause, like, what are you going to do? Fucking go down on me and have sex with me? There's no connection, really. Well, from my end, anyway.
To the rest of America, generally intercourse has a little bit of connection. A little bit. Well, not the rest of America. Not anyone we actually know. I'm lying.
I told him to get tested, and, like, I haven't heard from him.
What the fuck?
I was like, oh, get tested. He's like, we'll use condoms. I was like, yeah, well, condoms protect you from me, but not me from you.
Well, they do protect you from him to a degree.
Well, no. Okay, so if someone has chlamydia and you give them a blowjob and fucking cum gets in your mouth, you fucking have chlamydia.
Well, technically, you're supposed to use condoms for oral as well.
Oh,
nobody wants to do that.
Who does that?
Prostitutes in other countries.
Yeah, escorts do. Escorts definitely do.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I remember there's this girl, she was talking about how she started escorting, and I was like, yeah, you use condoms for blowjobs, right? She's like, why would I do that? I was like, you do know that, like, if a guy has something, you can catch it from a blowjob. You know, it's like fucking, like, basic sex ed. She's like, I had no idea. I was like, this is what girls that are escorting bring diseases into porn. Because they don't use condoms. Like, I'm all about it. Like, go ahead. You want to escort? Go for it. Get your fucking money. But be safe about it, you know?
That is an interesting situation because you and I have been in the industry long enough where, like, 10 years ago, if you said you were escorting, people talk shit about you. Mm-hmm. And in this day and age, it's like, go get your money, girl. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to see how the industry has changed in that time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't want to use a condom, like, make sure the person's tested.
Oh, I agree.
Make the person get tested. Have them pay the extra $150 to get tested.
Right. If you can afford it, porn star escort rates, you can afford to get tested.
100%. And, like, you can even, there's that AIT now, adult industry testing. You can get tested at Cedars-Sinai.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, not in the hospital, but like outside of it. Yeah, and it's like,
what, on the corner? Some dude's just taking your blood?
No, it's like third between like La Vicente.
San Vicente, probably.
San Vicente, that's it. Whatever. San Vicente.
La Cienega, San Vicente, it's all there, yeah.
It's the right next to each other. Whatever.
It's all like, basically Beverly Hills.
It's between Robertson and San Vicente. Like that on 3rd Street. And it's great. And like it's right now it's $130. But if you want to get like same day tests, like 6-hour tests, you have to get tested before noon. And it's $100 extra. So if you really want to, if you really, really want to do it, do that.
In the corner between dirty old man and sugar daddy.
But yeah.
Go drop that $250 to get tested so you can bust your nut, old man.
Yeah, but right now it's $130 until the end of June. And then after that it's $140. And I don't have to drive into the fucking valley, Matt. It's so great.
Fair enough. Though, yeah, because I'm not a performer, my dirty ass just not dirty. My ass. Ew. No. Ew. My ass just goes to the fucking LA County and gets a free test.
LGBTQ Center?
No, the LA County Health Center over on Melrose just has a free STD clinic.
Yeah, so does the LGBTQ Center on Schrader. They do free testing.
Nice,
but it's only gonorrhea, chlamydia, and HIV. Just those 3. So in porn, we get tested for about 8 things. 8 things. So yeah.
Yeah, the county actually tests for all the
adult panel stuff.
I don't know if it's the official adult panel stuff, but it's definitely gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis,
Hep.
The Heps.
Oh, and all the HIVs too? All the strains?
Yep.
Different strains? All right.
But it's free of charge. But the problem is they don't give you paperwork with it. They're just like, you're good.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem, like, about, like, Planned Parenthood. Like, when I first became single, I was like, you know, I, like, met this guy and, like, I had him get tested. And he got tested at Planned Parenthood. And they literally just call you. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't feel safe to me. Like, oh, they'll just call you if you have something. I was like, but that would, like, literally, like, make me, like, have a fucking anxiety attack. Just like when there's, like, fucking, like when somebody in, like, the industry, like, gets chlamydia and you've worked with them, you have to wait 3 days to see if you've caught it. And it's like, fuck. So that entire 3 days, you're like, fuck. You know? So.
No, it's nerve-wracking as shit. The county makes you wait a week.
Yeah. In Canada, it's 10 days. And they call you if there's something. So I'm like, there's this guy that will be here in a couple weeks. And, like, I'm like, I need you to get tested before you're here, so I can taste your cum. And I want that. That's all I want. That's all I want is taste his cum. And he says he got tested and it's going to take him 10 days, but they're going to give him a phone call. I was like, can you get, like, paperwork too? Is that possible? Can you just get paperwork? Like, that'd be awesome.
I totally get, like, the need for paperwork. I totally get it. But part of me in the back of my brain's like, if you don't trust me enough to tell you my results, you probably shouldn't fuck me.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like...
As I said, I get it. I totally get it.
The thing is also, like, that's kind of fucked up, though, because it's like, oh, you get tested. I mean, what if you do have something, but you just don't tell your partner you have... They call you and they tell you have something, but you don't tell your partner you have something. Like, that's fucked up.
That's super fucked up.
That's like some Mr. Marcus shit, man.
Oh, shit. I'm kicking it old school. Old school.
Oh, wait. Who's that guy? Who's that new guy who says he, like, works for, like, Brazzers or something like that? Or whatever, Evil Angel or something like that?
Wasn't that dude, like, a flat-out fraud?
Yeah, he was actually, like, taking tests and, like, I don't know, just, like, old tests or something. And he was just like, yeah, like, Bobby Dillion had to deal with that guy. She exposed him to everyone. And then XBiz exposed him to everyone. I, like, blocked that guy. Fucking worst.
That is the fucking worst. No, as I said, I totally get the need for actual paper records showing, hey, dick's clean. But on the other hand, it's just like something in my brain's like, if you don't trust me enough to actually believe that I'm telling you the truth, you shouldn't have sex with me.
Okay, so when I was dating Shane, me and Shane got tested all the time. We only slept with each other. I was super monogamous when I was with him. We still get tested all the time in case we wanted to bring, like, another girl into it. The LGBTQ center gives you fucking paperwork. They don't just call you. They give you paperwork. And, like, I would show him, he would show me, you know. No,
and that's the responsible thing to do it, as I said.
And, like, we're in an actual, like, long-term relationship, like, monogamous relationship, too, you know? Unfortunately, I was not fucking anyone else. God.
Womp, womp.
What a horrible year and a half of my life.
Hey, while you were in it, you have to admit, there were points where you're happy. I definitely remember being in the chair in your salon and being like, the dick's great. You did talk good things about the dick at times.
Yeah, but most of the time, he would just, like, fucking, like, wreck me with it. His penis was so big. It was so big, and he had no idea what to do with it. And there's no, like, the only time, like, I could put it inside me is, like, when we had, like, some foreplay. But, you know, he's a guy. Guys get lazy. Guys don't do foreplay. You know? It happens, you know? Guys just, oh, I'm hard. Let's go. I was like, no. I'm not ready. So.
Can't just cram it in, man. You just got
seriously. But now I use CBD oil to loosen everything up and relax my vagina.
Does that break the edge?
No, because it doesn't have THC in it. Just CBD, like hemp.
Oh, I know, but
and nothing's going inside. It's like not going inside me. It's like going on me. It's like to relax your muscles.
Yeah, but it's still being absorbed into your body.
Yeah, but it's not giving me a high. So okay, so if I like break a bone and I need medication like painkillers or something, you know, not to like get high off of, but to like help me with the pain and stuff like that. That's not breaking edge because you're not using them like not like being straight edge is like not putting any poisons in your body. Like it's like not getting high and, you know, it's like being sober. So if you're hurt and you need something to help you, you know, and it's not giving you like a weird like highish effect or whatever.
So if you were in an immense amount of pain, would you turn down opiates?
What, like Percocets and stuff?
Whatever they prescribe. Like,
when I've like hurt things and I needed like a painkiller, I'll totally take a painkiller. I actually have like Percocets in my apartment because I'll go through surgeries or going through stuff where like I'll need like a prescription, and I won't use all of it. I'll use like half a dosage of what they tell me to give because I don't want to get high off those things. And I have a really like low tolerance for stuff, so I'll just take half of a pill or whatever. And then when I get tattooed, I'll use those. I use those when I get tattooed. So yeah, because I'm a pussy apparently.
Hail into the X unless I'm getting tattooed.
But yeah, I'm not getting high off of it. I'm just like using it to like, help with the pain.
Well, yeah, that's what I use alcohol for.
It's not the same with me.
Have you tried alcohol? No, I'm not. No. That's been a bad theme recently.
I have.
That's been a bad thing because both Xander and Seth Gamble have been on recently, and
they're both sober.
They're both sober, and because me and Xander have known each other forever, I was busting his balls like, "You sure you don't want to drink? You sure you don't want to drink? You sure you don't want to drink?" Like, it was just me fucking with him. Like, I would never encourage anyone relapse on this show, but if they do, we'd not have filmed that shit. And Seth was like, "Why aren't you, trying to peer pressure me into drinking?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know you like that, man. Like, I don't know you well enough to be like, I'm fucking with you, not me seriously like, hey, you sure you don't wanna?" But then I did because you asked, and I'm a horrible enabler.
The fucking worst.
I am the fucking worst. This is how I end up with people that leave me standing outside for 20 minutes because I'm the worst and it's what I deserve.
Fucking karma, motherfucker.
Right.
God damn.
Man, I must have kicked puppies in a past life to get some of this shit. I would never kick puppies. I love puppies.
Puppies are the best.
Right? Even Brendan Kelly loves puppies.
Yeah. They like eating Arby's.
I gotta admit, I eat at the Arby's around the corner all the time.
I used to love Arby's. Oh my god, do they still have the Jamocha shake?
They might.
It was the best. And like the fucking like French fries are so good.
Their curly fries are rad as fuck.
They're so good. Yeah, when I used to eat meat, I used to eat fucking Arby's. Is my favorite. I loved Arby's.
It's still pretty good. If you relapse on the meat, you should go to Arby's.
Oh god, if I try eating meat now, my stomach will fucking explode.
How many years has it been since you've had meat?
Almost 16.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I eat fish though.
Well, I know you're a pescatarian these days.
I don't like fish a lot, but I do eat fish. When I eat fish, it's salmon.
Do you do any sushi at all?
I do, but salmon's much cheaper than sushi.
Well, that's why you just gotta like treat yourself to all you can eat sushi every once in a while.
Oh god, I'll die.
No, you won't.
I will, because I'll fucking eat everything. I'm like, oh my god, I'm fat.
How fat can you get off fish?
I mean,
don't ask me. I eat a lot of sushi. I also eat a lot of other garbage, but
I try not eating garbage.
I am so busy right now, like that. My diet has just gone to absolute shit. It's just like, what can I cram in my face hole quickly?
Your face hole.
I need calories. I'm busy. My breakfast most morning is Cliff Bars. I feel like they're just well-marketed candy bars, really. Like, oh, these are energy bars. You know what has energy? Sugar.
Yeah.
I have not looked at the ingredients because I just convinced myself that they're remotely healthy, that it's better than just grabbing a Snickers.
Cliff Bars, I feel like Cliff Bars are better than Snickers, though. They have less carbs, I feel like
it's just marketing. They're probably equally bad for me.
Yeah. You also have to look at added sugars, look at the labels and look at added sugars and carbs. Because that's what you really have to look at. And sometimes there's a lot of carbs, but good carbs. So
well, it is also an unnatural glob of thing. It's not that what a Cliff Bar does not appear in nature in any way, shape, or form. It's just glob of nutty, nougaty thing.
Yeah.
It's this is highly processed. If you presented this to my ancestors as food, they would look at you like, what the fuck is this turd?
I mean, a lot of stuff that I have is not natural. I mean, I do shakes with protein shakes with whey powder, stuff like that.
Whey comes from cheese. It's fine.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, curds and whey are what make cheese.
Oh, Learning something new. That's why it's not vegan.
Yep.
My mind is blown.
Good thing you're not vegan anymore, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't afford to be vegan. It's too much. I feel like I would just always be hungry if I was vegan.
Yeah, you'd just be like one of those poor, shivering girls. Just, I'm hungry.
Although I do eat Beyond Burgers a lot, and those are vegan.
Well, yeah, just because you eat vegan things doesn't make you a vegan. I could eat a Beyond Burger. I'm definitely not a vegan. I could be like, Impossible Burger.
Well, like 90% of my diet is vegan. So.
Yeah, but that 10%, man, that's how you don't get vegan powers.
Like in Scott Pilgrim.
That's right. You got that shit.
Of course I did. I was like obsessed with that movie when it first came out.
That movie's amazing.
I bought that on DVD.
I saw it in the theater multiple times. I love that movie.
Anyone who saw it in theater multiple times?
What?
La La Land.
I only saw it when it came home to video.
I saw it 5 times in theaters, and I own the soundtrack, and I own the movie. Yeah.
I would like to do horrible, dirty things to Emma Stone.
I would like to do horrible, dirty things to Ryan Gosling. He's Canadian.
Yeah, so you're in.
It's Canadian, eh?
I, for whatever reason, if they're born north of the border, you're just like, yep, inside me, please.
I was like making a joke. I was like, I'm like, what I really look for in a guy is that he's Canadian. Like, that's what I look for.
I'm honestly amazed you don't have a maple leaf tattooed above your vagina.
I mean, I have a maple leaf inside a heart tattooed on my friggin' thigh next to my vagina.
It's pretty close, yeah.
So, it's kind of true. But yeah, so I was like saying, I was like, like a guy could just like talk to me like, hey, how are you? I was not saying anything. He was like, hi, you look really pretty today. Nothing. And I found he's Canadian. I was like, wait, you're Canadian? Oh my God, I think I love you.
Yeah, it'd be a full conversation, and then just one a boot would come out, and you'd be like, huh? What? Huh? Give me that dick. Give me.
I think that's the only reason I dated Shane. Because he was Canadian.
Just trying to get that citizenship, aren't you?
But he didn't want to get married. I was like, the only reason I would get married is for citizenship. Like, I don't want to get married for love. Fuck that shit. I want to get married for citizenship. So yeah. I have to find a Canadian that will let me marry them, become Canadian for citizenship.
I'm sure you are going to get a lot of at messages all of a sudden.
I don't know. I mean, I have it like in my profile that I'm obsessed with Canada, so we'll see.
Yeah, but there's a thing, like, they have to find you. This is just an audio format where they're like, oh, if I'm a Canadian citizen, I'm in? Okay, cool.
I'm actually going to be in Canada in August.
What are you doing up in Canada?
I'm going to be guest judging at a tattoo convention in London, Ontario.
Woohoo!
Woo! But so that's like the 16th, 17th, and 18th of August. They still have to send me my flight info, so we'll see if that happens because it'd be great. But I also have jury duty on the 5th of August. Do you think I'll make it? Like,
yeah, you should.
But like so they try to like make me do jury duty like literally the day I was flying home from Paris, like in September, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be here, and I'm not rearranging my entire like trip for the fucking jury duty. Fuck that. So they're like, I was like, oh, can I postpone it? And they're like, yeah, we'll do it for August 5th. I was like, all right, whatever. So I know I'm definitely gonna get picked for jury duty. What are type of things that I can say to try to not get picked?
Be racist.
Really?
Oh, they're not picking a racist.
I don't feel comfortable in pretending to be racist.
I don't know. What else can you say?
What about religion? What if I fucking say fuck religion, fuck police, fuck this, fuck that?
Depends on the case.
Well, don't they like give you an interview?
Well,
You've done jury duty, right? You've done it, right?
I have. I actually was the foreman of the last jury I was on. But I don't know how that happened. Like, this is years ago in Chicago, and do jury duty. I get selected. It was a case where this woman was suing Mercedes, and they're like, "You guys have to pick a foreman," and the whole group's like, "That guy."
What's a foreman?
Like
in charge?
The guy who actually speaks for the jury. Who's like, I represent the jury. I think it's because I was well spoken and outgoing.
So, So with jury duty, is it usually like a long thing, or is it just like a court case and then you decide like that day?
Depends on the case. Like that
What's
case,
average?
that case was done in a day. But if you get picked for something criminal, it could take weeks.
Fuck.
Like civil trials could be over pretty quick.
I'll pretend to be racist.
Right.
For that shit. I mean, but the thing is, like, I work for myself. Like, I mean, I have an LLC, DBA, so it's like I work for myself.
Oh, you finally got the LLC? Nice.
I did.
High five.
I'm still waiting for my employer identification number. But yeah, like,
Oh, and
can I use that? Can I even say like, oh, I own my own business? I have
nope.
to,
I tried pulling that shit because I actually am on a continuance to go back to jury duty in 20 days. Because I had jury duty in February. I'm like, I can't do a week. They're like, okay, June 24th. I'm like, great. I'll still be self-employed at that point and can't take a week to fucking do jury duty. So if it pops up that I do something racist, it was just to get out of jury duty. I mean, you could just start masturbating in the courtroom. They might just be like, you're in contempt. You're out.
I'm gonna wear something like super like showing. I'm gonna like show my friggin' like satanic tattoos like on my stomach and stuff. You know.
Yeah, that might do it. That might do it.
Oh my god. Lydia Black. I ordered a necklace from her that says "cum slut." I'm gonna wear that.
Definitely wear
I'm
that.
gonna be as offensive as possible. But I don't want to be racist because it like makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to do race play shit. I don't
want to do that shit either. But I also don't want to sit on jury duty and like not be able to pay my rent because I spent a week fucking.
People are like, oh, they pay you. I was like, yeah, they pay you like $10 a day.
Yeah, they don't pay me enough to get a sandwich. I can't even go to Arby's on what they're going to pay me.
Nothing.
I will get nothing in cheddar for that fucking money. Man, I want Arby's. I'm hungry now. God damn it, Jesse.
Sorry. I was thinking, I was like, oh, I have to go to Ralph's. So I'm like, should I go to Ralph's after this to get some stuff? I'm like, I ran out of bananas and milk. I was going to tell everyone what I eat.
Oh, a hearty diet of bananas and milk at all times? Like
almond milk. Second, and I need some more granola cereal. You know, I'm really entertaining, guys. I swear.
I mean, I'm a bad human. I haven't gone grocery shopping in 3 weeks. I've just been eating out pretty much the whole time.
I never eat out.
I mean, I'm not eating out well. Like my dinner last night was Taco Bell. I haven't eaten Taco Bell in like literally 10 years. And I'm like, Taco Bell sounds amazing, and I'm sober. I think I have the brain worms.
I really like cheesy gordita crunches with black beans instead of meat. That's what I love at Taco Bell. It's the best.
The best and Taco Bell do not go hand in hand. Those are not statements that go together.
Oh my god, have you been to Del Taco for the Beyond Meat tacos yet?
No.
I want to go to it.
I'm not doing it.
Why?
Because I shouldn't be eating at fast food in the first place.
But it's Del Taco. It's like healthier. Healthier.
Del Taco, healthier than licking pavement.
Duh.
Yeah, that's all relative. What is it healthier than?
I like that we're both sober. We just can't stop talking about food.
I haven't eaten in like 7 hours. I got a chicken teriyaki bowl at some place down by USC at like 2 o'clock, and I'm starving right now.
You should go to Del Taco.
I am not going to Del Taco. What is going to happen is, in an hour from now when we wrap this show, I'm going to order Thai food from Crispy Pork Gang.
What?
Yeah, there's a restaurant in...
Crispy Pork Gang.
Yeah, that is the name of the restaurant. Like,
yes.
I want to be a member of the Crispy Pork Gang.
That's amazing.
Like, I want to know what their gang signs are. Like, see...
It's this.
To the camera.
See, it's a C and it's a P.
But no G. CP.
I don't know.
I don't know. But all I know is they are a 24-hour Thai restaurant that delivers 24/7.
24 hours?
Yeah.
I like Toy Thai. It's my favorite Thai place.
Oh, I definitely know a lot of Thai places I like better. But none of them are 24 hours. There's nothing like, yeah, I want spicy crispy pork at fucking 4 a.m. Crispy Pork Gang delivers.
You know, it's really good. I forgot what it's called, but it's like they have like really good dumplings, and it's on like Olympic and like off of like Harvard in Koreatown. Oh my god, they have like the best dumplings ever, and you get eight huge fucking dumplings for like I'm sure you get 4 huge dumplings for $8, so $2 a dumpling. They're so good.
We are so LA where that's a reasonable price. For fuck's sake, I was in fucking Colombia and you can get 6 empanadas for 60 cents.
Uh-huh.
We pay too much for food here. We pay too much for everything.
That's why I don't eat out. I mean, I eat people out, but you know.
Yeah, I know. We all know that. We are all intimately aware with your muff diving skills.
Yeah. I got to suck on Jessica Drake's vagina last week. It's glorious. It made her come so hard.
I'm trying to think if I've had an award-winning vagina in my mouth.
Oh, you're right. It is award-winning.
Right?
What else have I had? I've had Joanna's vagina in my mouth. That's award-winning. That's what I had. I haven't done... I think Natasha Nice. I think she's award-winning, right? Natasha Nice?
Oh, no, I'm... Dope! Awesome.
Did you just figure out who she was?
No, I know Natasha. She's been on the show like multiple times.
I like her. She's fun.
I do too. I like her a lot. Yeah.
What?
Last time Natasha was on the show, she was talking about taking me to Greece.
Huh.
That never panned out.
I see.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Is what it is.
Yeah. I just take myself on trips instead.
Well, I do too, but hey, when Natasha Nice is like, let's go to Greece, that sounds appealing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, hey, super fun Natasha Nice in a foreign country and like beautiful sun Mediterranean funness. Yeah, that would have been pretty rad. Did not happen.
You're so sad right now.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad. Sorry, folks. I'm going to go and I'm going to cut myself a little bit. Just so emo about this shit. No, not really.
No.
So
aren't you in Miami for Expos?
No one booked me?
Oh.
Because I am not about going to fucking porn conventions unless someone is paying me to be there.
That's true.
In my youth, when some corporation was paying for most of my travel, yeah, I would go to fucking conventions and be like, I'm hanging out. These days, when it's on Matt's dime, I ain't going anywhere unless I am being booked and being paid. Hell, it's part of the reason I didn't go to AVN this year.
I went to AVN because I took a bus out. Yeah, I took a bus out there. It was like literally $12 each way for bus. It was great. So great. It was comfy. Nobody's on it. There's like an outlet. It was like a newer bus. Like this is, except they like picked you up right by Skid Row, dropped you off at Excalibur. I'm like, it's fine.
Hey, at least it dropped you off on the strip. I remember picking you up from a bus station. What? How many AVNs ago was that? Like,
but I think I took a Greyhound at that point.
You did?
Yeah, it was a Greyhound.
I definitely picked you up from the Greyhound station for an AVN.
In like downtown fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking the worst.
God, that has to be like 5-6 years ago.
Something like that, yeah.
I picked you up for multiple AVNs. Like, I picked you up for a bus station on that one. I picked you up from Virgin.
Airport.
From the airport out one of them.
I remember.
It's like,
thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
We go back so far.
We go back so far. We have been in this shit for a long fucking time.
We have. So, what's your opinion on how the industry's changed over the past 10 plus years?
People have been unwilling to adapt to the fact that we can't go back to how it was. Unfortunately, the days of big studios are over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fucking Vivid even sold the Gamma.
Yeah. I feel like everyone sold the Gamma. Running Angel did. I think Spizzu did also.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has sold the Gamma.
Gamma literally owns everything. And then there's fucking
there's MindGeek.
MindGeek who owns like fucking Pornhub.
Yeah. And it's like MindGeek, Gamma. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I only know that Pornhub is owned by MindGeek because I asked for a Pornhub. I asked Pornhub for swag. I actually use the word swag. I asked them for some T-shirts and stuff like that, and they sent me stuff from MindGeek. But it's cool though, because it's like a tank top and then a one-piece bikini or one-piece bathing suit, and then like a pair of thongs. Like, oh, and it's glittery. I haven't like tried them on yet, but I'm like, these are so cool. So.
Yeah, there are so few companies now. Like when we, 10 years ago when I first got in, you were in before me. There were so many other productions going on.
There was. Like they didn't have like independent contractors, like independent directors and stuff like that. Like they had like they're like if you shot for a company, you shot for the actual director, like a certain director. So now it's like I think Joanna's the only one shooting for Burning Angel though. I think she's the only one shooting for Burning Angel. But no, Wicked has like a bunch. Like I've shot 3 times for Wicked in the past a couple months, and it's been like twice was for Brett Armstrong, and then once was for Holly Randall. And then, like, Holly Randall shot me for Twisties. Kevin Moore shot me for Mile High, shooting me for Throated, next week. Yeah, on Monday. So, in a few days. But, yeah, like, all these different... And, like, the first time I shot for Kevin Moore, it was, like, he was, like, doing stuff for Evil Angel. And, yeah, so it's, like, all these people are, like, shooting for all these, like... I mean, although I think MILF VR and stuff like that is Jimmy Lifestyles. Like, the Winx VR. Winx VR, MILF VR is all, like, Jimmy Lifestyles. And then, like... Bangers VR is Xander. So.
Well, and the biggest change, honestly, is that performers really have to be in their own production house these days.
Yeah.
OnlyFans and like all that shit is so much revenue for performers. If you got in the business today, if you have no editing skills and you have no drive to fucking hustle for yourself, don't bother getting in.
Well, it doesn't matter with editing skills because even stuff like even stuff on OnlyFans and stuff like that, people like to see. They don't like to see big production stuff on the OnlyFans. They like to see more like real stuff. Like that's what they like to see.
Yeah, real stuff still needs some editing.
I mean, I don't really edit any of my stuff. I just kind of just like put the phone on me. That's that.
Well,
I don't know how to edit at all.
I can edit for you. I mean, for a very reasonable rate.
I mean, or I can just do it by myself for free. I already have someone doing my OnlyFans for me, so it's already like I don't get 100% of the revenue.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to hustle here. That's how it goes. This Hollywood apartment don't pay for itself.
Once I'm making like $5,000 on OnlyFans, sure, Matt, I will totally ask you.
But that point, like, why? I'm making $5,000 a month on OnlyFans. Why would what I'm doing works? Why would I spend money on you?
Well, so I can make 10,000.
Well, I'm glad Jessie has the confidence in me that my editing skills will bring double the revenue. It won't. But I'll take it. I will take the monies. Mm-hmm. Booty call?
No, just seeing what time it was.
Well, in the current time zone is 9:49 p.m.
It is 9:49.
No, but seriously, creating your own content is king these days. Waiting around for a studio to shoot you is a sucker's play. That is the best way to go broke.
That's even, I was at a Jake Adams party this past Saturday or past Sunday, like last week, and Will Ryder was there, and he was like, he's been doing porn since I was born, since 1983, and I was born in 1983. I was like, oh, this is fun. But he was talking about how like the new age of porn is like great for performers, but it's not great for like directors and producers because nobody's paying for anything. So it's like, where are these studios and stuff getting the money? Like that's since people aren't buying anything, revenue, like ad space and stuff like that.
Some of it is probably money laundering.
Really?
Oh yeah, for reals.
Huh. Interesting.
Whoops! Probably shouldn't have said that on the internet.
I mean, there's no proof. There's no proof of anything. But
this is all conspiracy theories. Like 9/11 was an inside job. Money laundering is happening in porn. Done.
All right.
I'm just saying ridiculous shit now. Like but yeah, who knows? Obviously I have not run a successful porn production. I don't fucking know where the money's coming from.
But I do like the new age of porn anyway because it's back the first time around before my 4-year hiatus, before I like took a break. It was so hard for me to get work because I was tattooed, and not even as many tattoos as I have right now. Right now I have like twice as many tattoos, but I still had like my chest done. I still had like my arm done. I didn't have anything on this arm, nothing on my hands. Not many tattoos, nothing on my stomach, stuff like that. But it's like it was so hard for me to get booked by companies because nobody wanted to take a chance on tattoo girls, you know? And until like Joanna Angel and Bonnie Ron got so big, like Bonnie Ron got a performer of the year at what, Avian or Expos? One of the two. Both of them.
I'm pretty sure both.
So she like paved the way for like more tattooed girls. People were like, oh, this is, you know, so it made it more.
Like, I feel like Bonnie was the big like breakout star. Joanna, you know, was there forever, and she's recognized. And Joanna's fucking amazing. You know?
Well, Joanna also hosted the AVNs too. So
True.
I think that helped too. I think it also helped with like Tommy Pistol hosted it first, and then she did the year after that. So like, fuck, we have to get someone as good as Tommy. So like, oh, Joanna.
Well, and Tommy's also like won Actor of the Year for how many years in a row?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I loved his year. Him and Alexis Texas. There was literally like it was like the funniest fucking year ever. It was so good. I like that I don't even think they like wrote a script for him. I think they're just like, oh, Tommy, just do your thing. Just like when like Jonah books Tommy for like any feature, she like puts in the script. She's like, and Tommy acts like Tommy.
Tommy is the fucking best.
He really is.
Speaking of which, I gotta book him to come do the show again because it's been a couple of years since he's been on.
Yeah, I have to book him to go on my vagina sometime because it hasn't happened. And since my last film, Killer Cleavage from Outer Space. The last time his penis was inside me.
That is a goddamn shame.
It's a really long time ago.
Tommy, hurry up. Get inside Jessie. Like, just go, get inside her.
We keep trying to like set up like a OnlyFans day, but I'll get busy or he gets busy and we just like doesn't happen. So
that's depressing.
I know. I love Tommy Pistol.
He is the best.
He really is.
And that's why he has more trophies for Best Actor than almost anyone I can think of.
I remember like it was me, Cleo, Mr. Peen, and Tommy Pistol, and like we're doing a scene for Concrete Pussy, and Lily Tommy's being Tommy, and I couldn't stop laughing, and like James Dean was like there, he was like directing, it was like right after like
those days.
Yeah, it was like, but it was like Joan had broken up with him, but she was still like having him on set.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah, fuck that guy. So anyway, like he's like. James Dean was getting so mad because we were just laughing at Tommy. He's like, listen, I'm going to fucking turn off the ear. If you guys don't fucking stop, can you guys fucking finish the scene so I can turn the ear back on? Like, he was like yelling at us because we were laughing at Tommy. So Tommy was like getting us in trouble because he was just big Tommy. It's like, oh, Tommy.
Tommy's the fucking best. Tommy is the fucking best. Like, oh, that reminds me of the dark ages of Burning Angel. Like just James and ish.
Yeah.
The unpleasantness.
Yeah. Yeah. But remember when like he wasn't around? Those were the good times. Those were the good times of Burning Angel. When he wasn't around, those are the best times. Like all the times in New York, you know? Like the New York Burning Angels, when I first became Burning Angel and like I first time I like filmed, well, I think the first time I did photos was like July of 2007, like June or July, no, May of 2007. And then, like, the first time I did video was September 2007. And then, like, after that, it was, like, we were kind of just, like, I became more part of, like, the Burning Angel family. And, like, we're, like, a family. And, like, everyone was friends. We'd go to parties. We'd host, like, we'd have, like, big events and stuff like that. Like, we, like, we ruled, like, the fucking, like, any, the alternative, like, rocker New York scene. It was great. It was awesome.
I miss, like, regular Burning Angel parties when
I used to throw them.
Well, yeah, used to throw them and just.
I loved my parties. I threw for Burning Angel. They're the fucking best.
I actually just talked about this on a recent episode about the aftermath of one of the Burning Angel parties. I didn't mention that was a Burning Angel party, but the Burning Angel party that was at Angels and Kings.
The New York one or LA one?
LA one.
Yeah, those are the ones I used to throw.
Yeah, I know. So. I talked about an episode that just aired earlier this week about like why Michael Keaton hates me.
Why?
Because I ate a hot dog in his car after Your Angels and Marriott or Angels and Kings fucking Burning Angel party 2012-ish?
Yeah. Because Angels and Kings closed shortly after.
Yeah, we because I rolled in from this is when I was technically living in Vegas. I rolled in for the weekend. I was crashing with San Dimas. Rolled in for that. I forgot what movie it was the premiere for.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Some
I did it monthly.
fucking movie.
I did it monthly, and I was like, oh, there's a holiday every fucking month, so we'll just like do it around the holiday.
some premiere. Hung with you. I was.
Was it for baristas?
It might have been for baristas.
It's probably for baristas. No, wait. So Andy was there, so it's probably Jessie Lee Goes to College.
It might have been.
Because Andy was in that movie with me. We're on the box cover. I don't think she's in baristas.
I mean, the internet will tell us.
No, she wasn't in there. Baristas was me, Draven, Cleo, Veruca. Yeah. And Joanna.
Veruca's in it. It's much later.
Yeah, so it was definitely Jessie Lee Goes to College. Because it was me and Andy were like the main. I mean, obviously I was the main person. It was Jessie Lee, and Andy Sandimas was like my supporting actress. I don't think Joanna was in that one.
Joe definitely was in there somewhere. I can't think of a Burning Angel production that didn't have Joe in there at some point.
I don't know. I don't think she I don't think she like a sex part. I think she was like an extra.
She's still in there.
Yeah.
But either way, I definitely got a street dog in Michael Keaton's car who has hated me ever since.
It happens.
It happens. I was drunk. Hot dog, bacon wrapped hot dog seemed like amazing. Puking in his toilet did not seem amazing, but it happened. And apparently he got super pissed and like told San Dimas like, your friend fucking puked meat juice in my toilet. I can't believe that shit.
Oh, I forgot he was vegan, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did not realize how militantly vegan he was. Like, I would have... What? This is fucking 7 years later? I would never eat a hot dog in someone's car. Like, not even thinking about it at this point in life. 7 years ago? Drunk? Yeah. I made hot dogs in everyone's car.
I always seem to date guys that like eat really like lots and lots of disgusting meat products. I date them and they just like fill my fridge with disgusting meat products. Like whatever, I'm used to it by now. I also feed my dogs like fresh food, like venison and squash.
Yeah, but dogs have to eat meat.
Not really. They don't have to.
It's really better for them that they do.
Yeah, but they don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have to eat vitamins or minerals or anything. I'm going to fucking suffer if I don't.
That's true.
Life will be much better. My bowel movements will be much better if I eat like a balanced diet. Eat some fiber occasionally.
Fiber's good.
It is. Helps clean you out.
It helps regulate your poop.
Yep.
I take lots of fiber because I started training my butthole.
What did you train your butthole for?
So I can do anal.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to get into the Olympics with your butthole. Like, I'm trying to go for the gold, motherfuckers.
I am. I actually DP'd myself with 2 dildos.
Just for funsies because you're bored?
Well, OnlyFans. And I was doing it for a...
So there was a camera involved. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's a camera. And like I do butt plugs and stuff too. Like I have like this butt plug. It's like a rimming butt plug. So like has like a vibrator on like the actual butt plug part. And then there's like a little rotating thing around like the little stem of it. Oh my God. So good. And there's like a remote control to use it with that like has different settings. So good. And then I use like my heated like warming eye wand. And I put that on my clit. Oh, the best. I really like toys.
How do you leave the house? Like you just described, like
I don't though. I don't leave my house because I'm like, oh, I can go. That's why I'm like, oh, I don't have any like booty calls because I just stay home and just play with myself at home. It's like why get up and fucking get in an Uber, go to someone's house? I don't want them to come to my place. Fuck that. So like get in an Uber, go to someone's house, have sex, have to worry about like, I don't know.
Because human connection's a thing.
God, it's so much effort. I do have human connection.
Not when you're masturbating.
I mean, I'm usually doing it for someone, so I can see them doing it. Also, so there, connection, human connection. Yeah,
it's not quite the same. Like, it's not quite the same. actual intercourse releases some endorphins.
I mean, I have sex on film.
Well, yeah, but that's also not quite the same. Because I'm sure you had sex on film with some people that were just like, Jesus Christ, if there was not a camera and a paycheck, I would never let you near me.
Nope. Nope. Everything you see on film is like super 100% genuine. I don't just have...
You've never gotten booked with someone you were like, eh.
No, I haven't. I've like every single person I've been booked with.
So what would happen if you got booked with someone you were like, meh?
I don't just like get there and I don't just like go right into the scene. Like I get there, I talk to them a little bit, this and that. I ask them what they like, what they don't like. Like I ask them if they like kissing. So kissing is really important to me. I can like, because I'm an actress. Well, I mean, I don't act all the time, but it's like because I'm an actress, I'm able to like, like, I don't know, warm up to everyone.
Right.
So even like I'm a stripper too. So it's like you have to like warm up to people. So it's like very like.
Well, yeah. Well, the stripping's the.
Yeah, like I love the girlfriend experience. I love giving the girlfriend experience. I love getting the boyfriend experience. Like that's what I like. And like, if you talk and you like talk about that kind of stuff, you can talk about what you like, what you don't like, stuff like that. It's you get more of a connection. Like I like chemistry. That's what I love. I love chemistry. So everything you see of me like has like great chemistry with my co-star.
Well, and this is why I make poor dick choices. Like, human connection.
I love human connection. I mean, I have like great human connection with people, but it's like, sometimes it's just like, I don't really want to leave my apartment and go do something. Like, I don't want to drive the fucking Woodland Hills to go have sex. Fuck that. Because everyone lives in Woodland Hills. Nobody lives in fucking Hollywood. Couple people do, but
yeah. Well, we are in Hollywood right now.
But I'm talking about like porn stars, like people in the industry. Like not many live in Hollywood.
Well, yeah, they're making poor life choices.
That's true.
Hollywood is superior to Woodland Hills in every fucking way.
I feel like Woodland Hills, Canoga Park is like where all of porn lives. All of porn.
They're like, I can get a cheap house in the fucking valley and live in the fucking suburbs.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. I want to be able to walk to bars, stumble home, get weird.
I like paying $3.50 for a fucking lift.
Is that all it took to get here?
Yeah, just $3.50 to get here. I was like, yes. I get to walk home too, because I'm only like a mile and a half from here.
Oh, you still at your old place?
I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm never moving, ever.
I didn't know if you were moving out of there or not.
I was talking about it. I was like, you know what? I was like, I kind of want to like move to the valley because it's cheaper. But if I think about it, I was like, it wouldn't be cheaper because one, I would have to live with other people. I would have to like drive places. I mean, yeah, I'm driving to the valley for porn, but it's like that's why I'm like, oh,
yeah, but that's a couple times a week at most.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, I don't want to live in the valley though. I'm good. Everything closes at like 8 p.m. The worst. Everything out here is open till like fucking 2, 3 a.m. or 24 hours.
Right. I feel like if I ever have to move to the valley, I have fucking failed.
Yeah. It's just like moving to Florida. It's like that's where old people go to die. It's like I don't understand why people that aren't from Florida choose to live in Florida. Like
because they're on the East Coast and it's warm. And they're like, oh, it's warm down there. Okay, I'll go to Florida. It's not too far from home. But they don't know. They should come to California. It's like, oh, this is much better climate.
Yeah.
And a little less
there's
crazy.
There's no humidity.
Little less crazy. Florida is full of crazy people. I think the humidity rots their fucking brains.
I mean...
Don't at me, Florida. Please don't at me.
I mean, there are some good people from Florida, but it's very few. Very few.
No, there are definitely some good people from Florida. I've had sex in that state.
The only time I've ever been to Florida, I was like working at Starbucks when I lived in Maryland, and my friend from Buffalo, she like loved Disney. Her and I like bought like a timeshare at this place, and I like called people to get like my weekend at the timeshare, and I set aside a certain day. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be here at this time. So when I get there, they told me, oh, this is for next weekend. I was like, fucking kidding me? So then I had to buy a fucking hotel somewhere else, like the cheapest hotel, because I'm literally at the airport. my friend Megan's at the airport. I was like, fuck. And I think I was like 21 or 22, something like that. So this was a while ago. It was almost 15 years ago. Oh my God, I'm so old. But yeah.
I'm closer to 40 than I am 30, so don't give me that shit.
So we like go there and like my friend Megan like knew some guys or whatever in Florida, so we have everyone go to a hotel and like I'm tired and stuff like that. And like I had a lot of cash on me and I went to sleep and I woke up and all of my money was gone. Yeah, in my fucking hotel room.
What the fuck happened?
It's fucking guys. She like let them fucking stay and like I guess she may have fell asleep and they may have felt something, but they were like they went through my shit. So that's my impression of that's the only impression I've had of Florida is like going there and fucking shit getting fucked up and money stolen from me. So yeah, so that's how I feel.
That's a pretty accurate Florida impression.
That's why I will never go to Florida ever again. Never again. Never again. So
yeah, I can't see myself going back to Florida.
I'm good with never going to Florida.
If someone books me for XBiz Miami, I'll go, but I've spent a bunch of time in Florida for various gigs over the years, and it's just like, meh. If I want to go to hot and humid, I'll just go to New Orleans.
Yeah. Or go to New York City in the fucking summertime. There you go, hot and humid. Go in the fucking subway.
Ugh.
If you want humid, go in the fucking subway in the fucking summertime. There you go, hot and humid.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I want to go back to New Orleans. It's been like 5 years since I've been there.
I've been to Shreveport, but never New Orleans.
You've never been to New Orleans?
I think I did when I was a little girl, but I never really went there as an adult.
That doesn't count.
I lived in Fort Polk, Louisiana when I was younger. Like, that's where my little sister was born. My father was in the Army.
I have no idea where that is.
Fort Polk? It's like kind of near New Orleans. Are you looking up on the maps?
I might be.
I think you are. I can like see in your glasses the reflection of the computer.
It is in Vernish Parish, Louisiana.
What, Fort Polk?
Yep. So let's see where that is compared to New Orleans. So it's north of Lake Charles.
I don't know. I don't really know. All I know is like looking at the map, I was like, oh, it's kind of near New Orleans.
Sort of. I mean, it's in the same state. It's northwest quite a bit of New Orleans.
Okay. Maybe isn't Shreveport near New Orleans?
Shreveport is north of Fort Polk.
Okay. Near
New Orleans is southeast.
No, everyone who's listening knows exactly where these places are.
Geography lessons on it. Now we drink.
They're very informative.
We are a very educational podcast. We are all about like, hey, learn geography. Know where you're getting drunk, people.
I like this episode of the podcast better than my last one.
I do too.
Where I'm not like, I was just telling him, I was like, you're fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. Like, I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, oh God, what is wrong? Why was I dating him?
Big dick. Big dick and Canadian.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm glad we didn't film those episodes because you looked so angry at points during that episode.
I was like, he was just talking, just going and things. I'm just like on my fucking phone. I was like, I can't. I was just on my phone in my own little thing, just like letting him talk because that's what he does.
Yeah, no, he would just interject with the dumbest shit.
He was so stupid.
So for the audience, on their previous appearance, I may have edited around Jessie's ex-boyfriend quite a bit. Because he would just, he kept interjecting with that bullshit about like the whiskey we were drinking.
Yeah. So stupid. Like, I'm like, okay, the first couple times was funny.
Right.
But then like after the 15th time, I'm like, I can't.
So the audience never got to experience the 15th time because after about the third, I started editing them out. Like, the bit was funny for a minute there, but now at this point, it's fucking obnoxious. I mean, I got visibly angry editing that episode. It was just like, the fuck, dude? I was in the middle of a story and you were interjecting with bullshit. Like, I'm all about if you have something pertinent to say to what we're talking about, awesome, interject. Make your mention. If you want to just say absolute fucking bullshit that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, fuck you.
It was my idea to bring him on too. I was like, oh, he's funny and it'll be really great, you know, because he likes to talk and like we had like really good conversations. But like putting him, I think it's different like when we're having like a normal conversation than when like he's in a fucking spotlight about something, because he turns into a fucking, he goes from like a normal person to a performer where he has to be the center of attention and like nobody else matters. I'm like, holy shit. So that's what you saw. You saw the bad part of him, you know?
Yeah, and for all the dudes and ladies out there, the people who provide your orgasm, you should never make second fiddle.
Yeah.
Because he totally just like, oh yeah, my orgasm provider, she doesn't get a word in.
Yeah, I was fucking bored. I was like, well, I'll let him talk, whatever.
Yeah, I could see the glaze just tapping over your face during that episode. It's like, besides getting angry at a couple points, like, dude, shut the fuck up. Other people want to talk now.
That's true. Matt, remind me to never date anyone ever again. Ever. I'm good.
No, I wish happiness upon you. Fuck, we've known each other for like 10 years at this point.
But being single is happiness. That's what Joanna told me. She's like, Jessie, you're so much happier when you're single. She's like, every time you date someone, she's like, you become consumed with them and then you get like unhappy.
For now, they didn't work out for a reason. Hopefully, you meet someone and you're like, oh, it clicks and you're fucking happy and it works out. For fuck's sake, how many fucking toads did Joanna kiss before she found her prince?
That's true. She had the fucking worst toads ever. I've seen them all.
Yeah. You and I have both seen a bunch of them.
I've seen so many. Since 2007. Fuck.
Yeah, you and I have both seen a bunch of toads. And the best part is, like, I remember Aaron coming around, like, just being a bartender, just being a dude. Like,
yeah, Aaron's literally like nicest dude ever. Like, he's like perfect. She fucking, wasn't it Brian Street Team?
It was Street Team that hooked it up.
It's Brian Street Team. Yeah. Yeah. Go Brian Street Team.
Burning Angel homie who's MIA.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Is he still performing?
No, fuck no. He hasn't performed in years. He is a chef down in San Diego these days.
Oh, yeah. He got a Michelin star.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's crazy. His restaurant got a Michelin star. I was like, that's insane. That's amazing news. Big.
Right? That's fucking much bigger than any AVN you could possibly win.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I'll take a Michelin star over an AVN.
Although one of my favorite scenes with him was when we did the roasting of Brian Street Team. Were you there for that?
I sadly wasn't.
It was so good. It was me and the sex ended up being me, Brian Street Team, and Juliet Black, who she's not in the industry anymore either. So.
I remember Juliet, yeah.
Yeah, we did like a boy, girl with me, Juliet Black, and Brian Street Team. And like fucking like the beginning of it was like the roast of Brian Street Team. And like it was so good. Fuck, I have to go watch it again. It was such a good scene because everyone was just like tearing him apart. And like he had to like act like he was like really sad. And me and Juliet were like making him feel better. So
we're gonna cheer you up for all the shit we talked about you.
I wonder if like I'm trying to figure out if I roasted him and she roasted him too, if we were just there to like support him. I think I roasted him too. Fuck, I have to watch it. I have to like remember my Burning Angel fucking password. So
many Burning Angel people like just dust in the wind at this point.
I know. Another really funny one. Do you still watch like Burning Angel scenes at all?
No, because I know everybody in them. I don't watch porn with people I know.
Okay.
In them.
Okay. So the one you have to watch is the Tommy Pistol called Suitcase Pimp. Is Tommy's comeback scene, and I did Tommy's comeback scene. So we both did each other's comeback scenes. We're like, I did his comeback scene, and then when I died in the car accident, he did my comeback scene.
Just, I'm not gonna watch you and Tommy fuck.
No, it's not even like it's really, really funny. So it's like hilarious. Like what Tommy does in the video is so good. Like me and Joanna find him in a suitcase. And she's like, we're like looking for a shirt or a closet. Remember when she like lived in Woodland Hills? She had that huge house. So we're in that huge walk-in closet that looked like a fucking small room. And like we put him in a suitcase. They're like, oh, where's that shirt? I think it's in there. So like, I don't know. I haven't like seen. This suitcase has been out for like a couple years. I don't even know what's in there. And like we unzip it and it's like Tommy Fistle's in there. And it's so funny. He's like Harry. So we have to like So we're talking, we're like, oh my God. And I was like, he smells Joanna. He's like, I can fucking hear you. And then we put him in a bath and we're like shaving his face and brushing his teeth. It's so good. Like, and then he's, and just like the moves he does like the pistol hammer where he's like putting his elbow on my head and stuff like that. It's amazing. And the pistol hammer. You have to watch it. Not even like the sex, but like the fucking like all the commentary.
I'll watch the lead-in. I don't want to watch two of my friends fuck.
You can watch it all the way up until the sex.
Once the turtle head comes out, I'm like, nope, fast forward.
It's just funny.
I haven't watched a scene with you in it since like Come On My Tattoo 5.
4.
Oh, sorry. I was doing it off the top of my head.
And I'm in Come On My Tattoo 11 now. 4 and 11.
Yeah. Seriously.
They're both filmed about 11 years apart.
Yeah. Come On My Tattoo 4 was like probably the last scene I've ever watched you in. You had red hair at the time.
I did. Short red hair?
Yep.
I drank alcohol back then, too.
Yeah, that's about the time I met you.
Yeah.
It was like shortly before I met you, because I don't watch scenes.
I drank lots of booze. I did lots of cocaine. I smoked lots of cigarettes. I fucking fucked everyone. I loved sex. I mean, I still love sex, too, but...
Nothing wrong with the latter part of that. I mean, if the earlier part of that doesn't work for you, the latter part does. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, seriously, like, because you and I met at Erotica in 2010 in Chicago.
Oh yeah, and like we feature danced at that
at the Admiral.
Yeah. It was really strange, and I like one of my biggest fans from like Jersey fly in. It was like his birthday weekend, and he bought like $100 lap dance, and like the lap dances were like on the floor, like there's no separate room for him. So like, whatever.
There are separate rooms at the Admiral. That's fucked up.
Well, no, I mean it was just I just gave him a lap dance like on the floor because that's where the performers gave lap dances, and it was $100 lap dance. Yeah, so yeah, he literally flew to Chicago for his birthday so he could spend it with me. Oh,
It's a hard knock life.
yeah, but it was fun. I liked Chicago.
I like Chicago part of the year. If I never have to do another Chicago winter, I'll die happy.
So wait, when was that? Like what month was that?
That was like June or July of 2010.
So I flew back there for my birthday in September of 2010.
Oh, I know. We hung out at Risque Cafe during that. There,
yeah.
You and I have pictures from that night.
I remember.
Like, that was the first night that, like, I really hung out with you. I really hung out with Damon. That was pre-Veruca.
Yeah. No, it's when they first started hooking up.
No, it's well before that, actually.
No, it's like when
he was still with Azure Maddox at that point.
No, he was with Morgan.
That was her stage name.
Oh,
I
whatever.
wasn't. It doesn't matter. She's been out so long. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So yeah, so he was with her, and then like 2 months later, or a month and a half. Yeah, about a month and a half later is when my big event happened. November 5th.
Yeah, I remember. Because I was in Damon's apartment when that happened. And I wasn't really close with Joe at that point, but I was close. I was friends with Misty Dawn, who was still hanging around at that point. So I texted Misty.
Unfortunately.
I texted Misty like, yo, what the fuck? Is Jessie okay? And she had no information. She was not a good source of information, but she was the only person I could text that was at Exotic in Jersey that year.
She was the only person who didn't visit me at the hospital. The only person.
That's super shitty.
Yeah. The only person. I was in an ICU for 13 days.
Yeah, I mean, you died.
I died. I was in I had a TIA, which is a mini stroke. I had brain damage. I fucking was in a coma. They'd like give me like, they put titanium plate in the back of my neck to fucking hold it up so I wouldn't like, my fractured neck wouldn't fall over, you know? It's crazy. Yeah. And then after I was like recovering in Buffalo, she told me to call somebody to give her a good reference for porn. Yeah, that's what she did while I was recovering from dying. Yeah,
that is super shitty. Yeah, because
that girl's she lives in fucking Hollywood. I keep randomly seeing her at like Cloak and Dagger and stuff. Like,
so much fucking drama.
I like that her entire like podcast of just talking shit at people.
These things happen. Some people need some shit talked about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, and, I remember when that went down, like, I was in Damon's apartment. And we were like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
And we were desperate.
Jonah was like, fucking,
and rightfully so. And at that point, like, I didn't really have much of a relationship with Joanna. Damon didn't have much of a relationship with Joanna. So it's like, we reached out to the people we could because we were concerned.
Thank you.
And the person we reached out to just had no fucking information. Because she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But, you fast forward, 7-8 years at this point?
Longer than that. No, is it? Has it been 8 years? It's 2010.
So 9 years. Almost 9 years.
Almost 9 years.
Because it'll be in November, right?
It's been about 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, you fast forward 8.5 years, who's still in your life, who's not really.
Yeah, Jonah's still in my life. Jonah will always still be in my life.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, like, who's still in your life 9 years later. I mean, hell, Damon and I don't have a relationship at this point. Farouk and I don't have a relationship at this point. At points, I would consider them some of my closest friends. People grow apart. People fall apart.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
It does. Like, I'm not losing any sleep over it.
It's literally just life. Like, that's just how life is. Life just, people come and go.
For fuck's sake, yeah. I mean, I have some friends that, like, I've known since the fucking 90s who I love to death, but we don't really have a relationship because we're at very different points in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love you to death, but I can't relate to someone who's got 4 kids and married, living in the Midwest. Like, we live very different lives.
I think that's also, like, why it's so hard to date the older you get. Because it's like, you're either, like a single parent or you're not. So it's so hard to find the people that are also, like, haven't been married and, like, don't have kids. So for me, I'm like, what do I do? Do I look for younger guys? Do I look for older guys? I'm like, I don't even know anymore.
I don't have the answer for you, sadly. Like, I went on a date with a woman a couple months ago. I mean, the date was pleasant enough, but, like, her mom's her best friend, and I was just like, I can't relate. I can't relate. Like, I had never had that family life. I've never had the life where, like, oh yeah, my parents are my best friends. Like,
really? That's weird.
Her mom's her best friend, or
yeah,
it's like, that's
weird to me. Like, I love my mom, and I'll tell her everything, but sometimes I'll go, like, weeks without talking to her, and it's fine, Like, we don't hang out and stuff like that,
Yeah, I go months without talking to my mom at times. Like, it's just how it is. And she's like, my mom's my best friend, and, like, in the back of my head, I'm like,
do they go to clubs? Do they, like, go to clubs together? Do shots together? Do, like, I feel like they're the type of, like, mom and daughter that, like, dress in, like, matching outfits that have the I'm with her with the arrows pointed to each other. I feel like they're that kind of people. They're like, my mom's my best friend. And they both have, like, the same hair. And they have, like, matching tattoos.
Yeah, it was just like, I can't relate. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm going to ruin your life, so I'm not going to bother.
She's like, but what's up with your mom? Hey.
No. I'm not trying to go that old.
You don't want to do a mother
I don't want to knock dust off the pussy. You want to do
mother-daughter? No?
If it easily presented itself and I had to put no effort in, sure. If I have to put any effort in, nah. I'll be fine if I never have to do that. I don't know. I'm not about putting in a lot of effort on a lot of things. I put in a lot of effort on this show. I put in a lot of effort on a lot of professional things, but, like, romantic love things, like, nah, path of least resistance.
It's fucking crazy that you're single. Crazy.
I know, it's a mind-boggling fucking...
My mind is fucking blown. How are you single, Matt? How are you single?
How have I never not been single is the real question.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a girlfriend?
Last time I actually, like, officially had a girlfriend? 2010. We're going on a decade. And that girl was way younger than me, so...
Okay, so you really didn't have to put an effort. Oh, that makes sense.
I mean,
Young ones are so easy to impress. They're very. I feel like that's why a lot of guys go for really young girls, because the young girls are just impressed by everything, and then after you get to like my age, like I'm jaded, and I'm like, really seriously, that's how you're trying to impress me? Fucking try harder. You know?
well, with her, like, it started off as a sex thing. I wasn't even trying to actually date her. Like, it was like, oh, you're young and hot. It's on. And then she weaseled her way into, like, me having feelings, and it became a relationship.
That's what the young ones do.
Like, oh, shit.
They want to fall in love, get married, and have children.
Like,
I'm just like, fuck all that.
it's like, oh, shit, you're treating me well. Like, oh, well, then I'm going to stick around for a half a minute. But no, in the past, Jesus Christ, almost a decade, yeah, it's pretty much been just sex, drugs, drinking, whatever happens, happens.
Quite the life.
I mean, it is what it is. At this point, I almost feel like I need to get really successful so I can just afford prostitution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I need to get successful enough where I can just Charlie Sheen it. Where it's just like, yeah, I'm going to pay for the girlfriend experience, and then you're going to go because I don't really actually have time.
I mean, that's what I want, though. I want a guy to just pay for my girlfriend experience. That's all I want. I don't want a boyfriend. I want the girlfriend experience. Like, I want the boyfriend experience. I don't want, you know. Like, I want
know.
the boyfriend experience. I don't want a boyfriend. I just want the boyfriend experience. Like, because it's like, once you put a label on something, that's when things start, like,
Expectations happen and it gets all fucked
yeah,
up.
I'm just like, that's the word I was looking for, expectations. Is when expectations happen, and then, like, it's just fucking nonsense, and then feelings happen. Feelings start to happen, and then, like, you know, you might not have those feelings, and the person cries because you're arguing, and, you know, like my last boyfriend, we would just
Did
argue.
you make Shane cry?
God, all the time. He would just cry. I'm like, fuck.
Was that a manipulation tactic, or was he legit
so.
crying?
It may have been. I don't know, but he was like, he'd be drinking, and then he would do something that annoyed me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just like, I would get loud because he'd start to talk to me. He would start to like I would tell him something, and he would get louder than me, so I would fucking get louder than him. I'm like, you're not winning this motherfucker. I win everything, okay? So he would try to like argue with me, and then I would try to go above him, and he's like, you're fucking yelling at me, and then he'd get so emotional that he'd start fucking crying, and I'm like, holy shit.
Nothing makes a pussy drier than man's tears.
And then he'd like make me feel bad and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, fucking manipulation tactic galore. That's exactly what it was. Fuck. This was my last relationship. This is like,
I know.
Every relationship that I've been in is like fucking ended sour. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want relationships anymore. That's why I want a boyfriend experience and not the actual boyfriend, because I don't want to deal with the fucking like headaches and fucking bullshit, you know?
That's the thing with success. You can fail 100 times, you'll have to succeed once. Like, that's why I don't give up on it. Like, if I really connect with someone, like, I'm down to do the real relationship thing. But my tolerance for actual, like, getting to that connection's real fucking low.
Yeah, my tolerance is like super fucking thin. I can't. So that's why I'm like, so I have three types of things go with me. So I either have super platonic, so just friends, or I have just sexual, like just sex, no hanging out, just sex. And then it keeps things interesting and stuff. Or I date guys who, like, if I have like any kind of like flirty type of like messages and Skyping and stuff like that, I do it so they don't live anywhere near LA. So they live at different fucking countries or different sides of the country. That's what I do. That's what I do. You know, keeping myself safe. You know, that's what I'm doing.
Right, protect them feels.
Exactly, protecting my heart. You know, I don't want to fucking let some motherfucker trample on it. Fuck that shit. So sex, platonic, or fucking far away where there's no chance, no fucking.
But
chance.
every once in a while, you gotta open up. You gotta let someone try to trample on it. You know, it's risk versus reward. Like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Occasionally, it is.
I don't see any guy worth it. I haven't met a guy who's worth it.
You don't see it until it happens. It's one of those things like, and then all of a sudden, it is. I mean, I'm the same way. It's look, no, this ain't worth my time. This ain't worth my time. Like, oh shit, this is all of a sudden worth my time.
I used to be really optimistic with this stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm totally pessimistic. I can't.
Oh, I'm super pessimistic. Because that's what the track record has taught me to be. Like, oh, hey, the minute like I am all about this, you won't be. That is the track record.
Yeah, I feel like it's with a lot of people though. Like you always want when you can't have. So once you have it, you're like, I'm good.
Well, what's super fucked up is
everyone though.
my most successful relationships have been with people that I started off not giving a fuck about at all. Sadly as it is, the youngin' I was dating 9 years ago was my most successful relationship. And like that started off with it, oh, you're young, you're hot, this is about sex. I do not give a fuck about you at all. And then all of a sudden she weaseled in and like, oh, hey, we're in a relationship. Other people like that have been successful relationships has been like, meh, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Oh, all of a sudden, like, oh, there's feels here. Like, and the people I've been, oh, I'm really into you, have been disasters every fucking time.
Yep. That's my track record. Yeah, before Shane, I like dated this guy and he like moved to fucking like knocked this girl up and like moved to Kentucky and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, cool, thanks for telling me you loved me. So I'm like, yeah. So I went from that literally in like a month or so later I met Shane and that happened. So now I'm like, you know, I'm good. I don't want anything. So I'm trying to like, I only date guys that I know have zero chance in actually like having any kind of like serious relationship with. Like that's my thing. Now those are the guys I'm attracted to. Like the guys that I know I can't get feelings for at all whatsoever.
Do you think that's an LA thing or a porn thing?
It's a me thing.
It's a you thing?
It's a me thing.
Like, the shop is not open for anything but orgasms.
Feelings just like complicate stuff, and like I'd rather lust than love. I mean, I have true lust tattooed on my hands, and like I'd rather just have lust than love. I mean, yeah, I love my friends and stuff like that, and there's people that I love, but I don't want to like be in love. I just want to love, you know. I want to make love, you know.
No, I feel you. Like I'm a horrible honeymooner. When the honeymoon phase is over, I'm generally out.
Yeah, that's how it is with most people.
No, other motherfuckers make that shit work somehow.
Well, I mean, that's how it is with guys. My track record. Like,
well,
that's
your track record, but I mean, I'm friends with people that have been married for multiple years. They exist. It's not a fictional thing.
I mean, there's Jordan and Aaron. They've been married for multiple years.
At this point, I mean, it's only been about 3 years since they've been married.
Yeah. Best marriage, best wedding ever.
I will be a little butthurt to this day that I wasn't invited.
She was trying to invite everyone. So.
Well, okay. So part of my butthurt about that was like, so this is when me and Draven were still doing the show. And Draven and Charlotte got invited. I didn't.
Aww.
And Draven and Charlotte are like, oh, we're rolling to Vegas. I'm like, oh, I'm free this week. I'll roll to Vegas with you guys. Like, just because they didn't tell me what was going on. They're like, oh, they made excuses. I'm like, okay, I guess I won't go. And then found out it was Joanna's wedding. It's like, okay, is what it is. Like, I understand you have limited space, but it's like, it still stung a little bit.
Did they even show up?
Oh, yeah, they went. Johnny didn't go, but Draven and Charlotte went.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, hey, I've been around. Like, I showed Aaron around when he was still a civilian. It stung a little bit that I didn't get invited, but hey, it's your day. Like, at the end of the day, I don't hold anything against you about not inviting me, but it did sting at the time.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't, I know it sucks that you didn't get invited, but it's like, you can't make that about you.
No, as I said, like,
I know.
I'm not.
I know, but it's like, it kind of sucks because you're like, oh, it sucks because I didn't get invited, but then I'm not allowed to make this about me because it's their day. So yeah.
Right, exactly. Honestly, the people I was pissed off about it, I was actually pissed at Draven because she lied to me about, or didn't necessarily lie to me, but omitted why she was going to Vegas. I'm like, oh, I'll roll with you to Vegas. She's like, made up some lame excuse. I'm like, if you had just said, hey, it's Joe and Aaron's wedding, didn't offer you an invite, I'd be like, all right, cool. No big deal.
I mean, it was also pretty small too. So
Well, yeah.
I think they're like really selective on who they invited.
Well, no, and that's fine. It's their day. Like, I'm not bummed about that. I bummed about like the person who was my co-host at the time being like lying to me about she was going to Vegas. If she'd been like, "Hey, we're going for Joe and Aaron's wedding," like, sorry, there's limited space. I'd be like, cool. Like, at the end of the day, like, Charlotte and Lance's wedding. I may catch some shit for this, but Charlotte and Lance's wedding, like, Charlotte's like, "Oh yeah, your invite's in the mail," and then the invite never came. I'm like, "Yo, I never got my invite." Like, "Oh, we're booked up now." Like, just tell me you don't have fucking space. It's your fucking day. I'm not gonna lose sleep over that shit. I understand weddings are fucking expensive, and you only get so many spaces. If I don't make the cut, I don't make the cut. Don't lie to me about it.
I didn't get invited, and I was like, "It's fine."
Right, it's fine.
I don't lose sleep over it.
Right,
I was like, "It's fine."
Not being invited is fine. Being lied to about it is not cool. Like, don't tell me my invite's in the mail if it's not. Be like, "Hey, we only have so much guest list. We only have, so many spots. I'm sorry, we can't get." That's fine. Like, I'm an adult. I understand that. I understand how much it costs per head to do a fucking wedding. What I don't want from anyone who I consider a friend in my life is to be lied to.
Yeah.
It's much more important that you be straight with me and be like, "Yo, we don't got space. Sorry. No big deal."
You know what we should do? We should talk about something that's happy.
Our friend's getting married is perfectly fucking happy.
We should have something happy instead of like things that bum us out.
I mean, yes, the not being invited to those fucking weddings bummed me out. But at the end of the day, like, I'm happy my friends are in happy relationships and they're making it fucking working. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact that my friends are fucking happy.
Yeah.
Well, we're miserable and single.
I'm not miserable. I fucking love being single.
I honestly do, because I'm so bad at, like, being accountable to another person. That's really why I'm single most of the time. Like, oh, I have to tell you, we're like,
I see those escapades you fucking like post about. Fucking names and games. Fucking escapades. Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt.
I couldn't be with someone who didn't understand that shit in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in my life, I'm not sure I could be with anybody. Like, I'm just so fucking, as the Chris Rock bit, when, like, if you've been single too long, you don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how to be accountable to someone at this point.
Yeah, me too. I'm just like,
you pulled it off for like a couple of years there.
Yeah, but it was also like, it was a year and a half. But yeah, so I was like, it was long distance too. So he would be like, we see each other for 2 weeks and then he'd be gone for 2 months. So I was mostly single. But
but you weren't getting dick anywhere else. So like,
I know. I never get dick even when I was with him.
Womp womp.
Sad time of my life. Guess what? Now that I'm not dating him since October, I've got lots of dick. It's great.
All the penises.
It's glorious. And I get paid for it too. It's awesome.
Right? Like, hey, thing I love and money. Boom. Magical. What else could you want in life?
That's true. So I have this contest on my OnlyFans for Fuck a Fan.
Do you really want to do that?
Yes.
I mean, not just propaganda-wise. Do you really want to fuck some rando who wins a lottery?
Yeah. I'm doing it on Wednesday.
Who won?
I can't say his name.
This won't air by Wednesday, so you can...
No, he doesn't want his name out there. So... He doesn't, like...
You're filming it, though, right?
Yeah, but we're going to do POV stuff.
Oh, this is going to be the saddest scene ever, Laura, when he pops in like 20 seconds.
No, it's going to be great.
It will be great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking him to get tested tomorrow.
Well, yeah, obviously, but he's going to pop in like 20 seconds.
Oh, no, not tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow, Saturday? No, Monday. Monday we're going to go. No, Tuesday we're going to get tested.
Someday in the very near future, he's going to go talent testing and have a clean panel.
Yeah, Tuesday I'm taking him to get tested. So by Wednesday, he'll have a super clean test. I made him get tested before he like came out here. So
Solid, but either way, it's still he's gonna pop in like 30 seconds.
It happens. I mean, you get the fuck it fan. I mean, it's part of the contest. Who knows? Maybe he'll be able to, like, stay for longer.
I'm gonna Price is Right rules this 28 seconds. 28. Okay. I'll give you $1 if I'm not right.
Okay. All right.
I got $1 on it. I got $1 on this dude's stamina.
Fucking dollar.
Dollar.
A fucking dollar.
But hey, I mean,
it's good content too. So I'll use it for an
content.
update too, and like I'll even like it sucks because it's like he doesn't want to like show his face, or like, he doesn't want people to know who he is. So we have to do it so like his face doesn't get shown. So it's gonna be interesting, and plus he's not industry, so he doesn't really know how to hold a camera. So I'm gonna have to be telling him how to hold a camera. So yeah,
this is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Or I can just position my tripod so it doesn't like get his face.
I mean, for the right money, I'll film this shit, bro.
I think that would make any guy nervous. The guys who aren't in industry that have another guy in the fucking room with a fucking camera next to his fucking ball sack.
I mean,
make him so nervous.
Come on, just me leaning over, like, hey, bro, you got this. You got this. You got this. Make it come. You got this. I'm on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna want him to come. If you do that, he's not gonna come.
I mean, I'm here for the paycheck. Whatever happens, happens.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'll Maestro Claudio him and lean over him.
It's not even like leaning over him. Like he's literally like on the fucking guy, like leaning on the guy. Yeah. It's like your like guy. It's when Maestro does it, like he's just like he's like literally just on the fucking guy while he's taking video.
I know.
That's why you only see like the really like guys who've like been in the industry for a while. Those are the guys who do Maestro's fucking Perf City stuff. Yeah,
because it is fucking difficult to have another sweaty man touching you while you fuck someone. I couldn't do it.
This is why you're not in porn.
I've also never wanted to be in porn.
That's true.
I've never wanted to be male talent. I've wanted to be in post-production. I've wanted to be in production, but I've never wanted to be male talent. I like choosing who I fuck. I make poor choices all the time. I mean, Jesus Christ. If I looked on the list of my sexual partners, almost all of them were poor choices. Don't at me. But I made those choices.
Well, when my agents tell me about a scene, they tell me who the scene, what company it's for, and who it's with. And I can say no, and I can say yes. So I can pick.
You have a vagina, and you get to make that choice.
That's true. But I also
when you're the dick in the equation.
But I also have a no list, so I can put people on my no list.
Right. When you have a dick in the equation, you don't get those powers. Like, no, you're expected to show up and slang that dick.
And the guys also easy too, though, because they just like show up to the set. They don't have to do photos, and they just have sex and they leave.
Yeah, but you still have to get it up and keep it up for someone you may not be sexually attracted to.
Yeah, that's what being a professional is. Being able to do that.
Right. It's still a rough job. Being a professional is a rough job. It's not easy work. It's not anyone can fucking do that shit.
It's all mind stuff, all head game stuff.
Well, yeah. Real male talent can fuck a brick wall if you tell them to.
That's true.
I mean, I was pushing rope and sex in a semi-public place, like no one was in the room, but it was thin walls, and I heard other people still pushing rope for a minute there.
I like that term, pushing rope.
Yeah, it just wasn't happening. Like, what? Like, you're naked, you're hot. Like, why is my dick not? Oh, because I could hear people in like through the thin fucking walls.
I love when other people are watching me have sex.
What? So you've said.
I love it. I love when it's like a live audience. I love having sex for people.
You ever thought about going to Amsterdam and performing at like live sex shows in Amsterdam?
Depending on how their testing is, because I heard in Europe their testing is a little more laid back than the States.
I could not comment to such things. I don't know.
That's what I've heard. So I don't really.
I don't know either way. Especially in the Netherlands, like each European country is its own fucking thing.
I mean, if I was like flown out there and paid my fucking rates, sure, but not for free.
That's one of the things I did not do while I was in Amsterdam. I did not.
Because if someone else is, it'd be different if like I'm just like having sex at a sex party or something like that, and like people are watching. But when it comes to like a live sex show that people are making money off of, I have to get paid. I don't want people making off me when I'm not making money.
Right.
That's why I don't have sex like at like parties where people have like cell phones and stuff like that out. Like that's why I only have sex at like sex parties, because sex parties you can't have your cell phone or take pictures.
Makes sense to me. Shouldn't give away what's fucking worth money.
See, it was different like when I first started porn, because it was like back then it was like OnlyFans and Fan Central and stuff wasn't a thing. There wasn't a thing at all.
Smartphones weren't a thing when you started porn.
Yeah, even like no, they were.
No, they weren't. For fuck's sake,
2007
smartphones were not a thing. People were using Blackberries at best.
Yeah, and the video wasn't that great either.
Exactly.
So.
It was like megapixels were like garbage. Having a camera that had a phone was
Man,
like,
I feel so old now. You're like, oh, smartphones were the thing when you started porn. I was like, yeah, they were. You're like, no, they weren't. I was like, fuck, you're right. God damn it.
Hey, guess what? I'm older than you are, so don't. Like, how does that make me feel? The fucking sea of grays in my fucking beard. It's like, oh goddamn.
I keep looking at them, by the way. Should let me cut them off.
Well, okay, yes. Well, yes. I'll give you some work. Goddamn. I love it. Like the whole fucking show. She's like, how can I fix your head? Like, your shaggy bullshit.
I've never seen your hair this long, ever. It's so long.
I know, but like part of me is like, I want to grow it out to like early 2000s metalhead style. Have you ever seen pictures of me like old school metalhead? You've never seen a picture of me like old school metalhead? Oh shit, well, we'll fix that shit right now. Look at that shit. Look at the glory of my fucking old metalhead.
Dear God. I don't know. You really want your hair that long?
Pardon me, yes.
So, like normally hair grows about a half inch a month.
Right.
A month.
I know. Oh, no. At that point, that's like 2001.
You'd have to grow your hair out another year.
Oh, no. That was like 6-7 years of growth. No, and that, like, because if you actually pull my curls, that was like down to the middle of my stomach.
Although my hair grew really fast in a year. I mean, well, these are extensions, but my hair's like past my shoulders. My real hair.
Part of me wants to be like old school scumbag, but part of me is like, oh yeah, I did not get laid as much as I do with short hair. Like, yeah, the amount of people when you don't play in a band and you have long hair, like, hey, let's fuck, or, a little bit lower.
Do you know what's gonna like get you laid even more?
What's
a fade from me?
Yeah, that's just marketing talking.
No, but you told me that like girls compliment your hair all the time when they see the fade that I give you.
That's true. Some waitress like, you look like Ryan Gosling. I'm like, okay, you're obviously on drugs, but we'll still have sex.
See, my haircuts are magical.
They are. They make me look like Ryan Gosling, which I've never been accused of any time in my life except with that woman. And how did I not end up inside her? Like, because she was obviously delusional. But on the flip side, I probably shouldn't be inside someone who's that delusional because she'd probably keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. You should never trust the condoms from a delusional person. Ever.
No, should just fucking poke that shit full of holes.
Yeah, that's why you should never.
I've had sex with so many people that like I should never breed with.
Like I used to when I used to drink. I didn't have very high standards when I used to drink.
I still drink and I don't have very high standards.
It's alcohol, man. That's what it is.
Well, it's also like a couple drinks in, like, well, an orgasm sounds like fun. I would like to have one of those. I would not like to do it by myself. Like,
I love doing it by myself. Oh, it's so good. I have like all the great toys. I have so many toys. I've spent like seriously in the past month. I've spent like $500 on toys.
God damn, that's like 2 toys.
No.
That was a joke.
It's like 7 toys.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the stuff that I buy, like the rimming butt plug was $140.
Goddamn.
And then I bought this little like glass butt dildo with like the little like bubbles. The bubble dildo. Yeah. And then I bought like a bunch of vibrating butt plugs.
What's your favorite?
The rimming one. And I have this eye wand. It's Doc Johnson eye wand, and it's like a wand, like like a Hitachi, but it like the part that vibrates also warms up. Oh. And then I bought like Wicked Central products, like the Wicked Lube, like the one that like they're both water based, but I bought the one that like heats up for like pussy, and I bought the jelly warm up one for the butthole, and it's like, holy shit, it like blows my fucking mind. Yeah, it's like the best thing ever. I was like, I really don't need to find a guy.
Nah. You're supplemental at this point, bro.
I mean, it would be nice to like feel penises inside me instead of just dildo. I have the real Phil one, so.
Yeah, you get enough dick. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I did get dick like a couple days ago, so I was like, oh yeah, I had sex the other day.
Like, oh,
I think because I have so much sex, I like don't remember when I had sex last. It's like, oh man, it feels like so long since I had sex. I'm like, oh wait, I literally had sex 2 days ago.
Yeah, but like the porn sex is not sex. That's acting.
Yeah, but it was like real sex that was like just on video.
Well, fair enough.
That's what I like. I like setting up the video and like having like in the corner room, just ignoring the video camera.
But I thought you got turned on by the camera.
No, it's nice knowing that it's there, but not having to like see it.
Gotcha. So it's nice to have the camera, not the sweaty dude operating it.
Yes. I mean, sometimes it's good having the guy operating. It's different. You have different moods. You want different types of sex or different moods.
For sure. Hey, Jesse, it is about the time we're going to call last call on this motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
Because we're at like 2 hours and 20 minutes already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God. The time flew by.
A half hour was just us being emo.
I'm like, so many poor choices. So many poor people I've had sex with. Anyways, on that note, like on the non-emo note, where can the audience find you on OnlyFans? Where can they find you on social media? Where can they jerk off to you?
So my Twitter is OMG. It's Jessie Lee.
As it has been for a fucking million years.
Over a decade.
And other motherfuckers stole that shit.
Huh?
Other motherfuckers have.
They've tried.
They've tried.
And then my Instagram is Jessie X Lee. If you go to Pornhub, it's Pornhub.com. What's the Pornhub? It's Jessie X Lee on Pornhub. If you go to my OnlyFans, it's OnlyFans.com. OMG, it's Jessie Lee. Let's see what else I have. I just started a ManyVids. ManyVids is just Jessie Lee.
There are many places you can, spill your seed to Jesse.
Yeah. And, I always post stuff on my Twitter. Like stuff that I'm in, upcoming stuff.
I know. It makes it really awkward for me. It's like, nudity.
Yeah, I like to post GIFs of me having sex. It's fun. Putting things in my mouth. It's fun.
It's weird. I've known you for like a decade. It's like, no.
Yeah, one of my friends was like, is there like a PG option to your profile? I was like, sorry. My cousin Jordan's like, so I might have to unfollow you soon. I was like, I understand. It's like, sorry, Jordan.
Womp womp. So if you want the expressively not PG version, follow her.
Well, my Instagram is PG.
Well, yeah, because otherwise you get banned.
Yeah, I'm really good at not getting banned. I'm really good at like censoring myself. I censor myself in a funny way. That's the key to censoring yourself, doing it in like a funny way.
I agree. But in the meantime, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt Evans Slayer on Facebook. You can find the podcast at Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.